Live on a Friday night at Utah Grizzlies Hockey, as it's the opener of a three-game series between the Grizzlies and the Fort Wayne Komets. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. It's the first meeting between the Grizzlies and the Komets since the end of the 2020-21 season, and that was the crazy year where Fort Wayne showed up 2 months after everybody else, and because they're a much fresher team, they ended up winning the Kelly Cup back in 2021. Well, it's going to be an interesting matchup here tonight as Grizzlies are looking for their first road victory of the season. They're 0-7 on the road. Fort Wayne's been struggling a little bit as well as they have lost 6 of their last 7 games. Grizzlies have had some forwards that have really stepped up lately. Nathan Burke leads Utah with 18 points this season, 9 goals and 9 assists. Burke has 4 goals and 4 assists in his last 4 games, and he has an assist in 5 straight games. Cole Gallant, well, it's been more like Gold Gallant lately as he's been on fire as he has 10 points, or make that 9 points, 4 goals and 5 assists in his last 5 games. Gallant has 3 straight multiple-point games for the Grizzlies. Brett Stapley's also been on fire in the month of December as he has 9 assists in 7 games in the month. Mick Messner has been outstanding as well. He has 7 goals and 4 assists in his last 11 games. Messner has a goal in 3 of his last 4 contests. It's the 8th all-time regular season meeting between the Grizzlies and Komets. Utah is 2-5 against Fort Wayne. As we mentioned, it's a 3-game set. There's going to be 3 different start times for this series. It's going to start at 6 o'clock in the Mountain Time Zone tonight. Saturday will start at 5:30, and Sunday will be a 3 p.m. face-off. All games will be at Memorial Coliseum. Next week, the Grizzlies' road trip continues on Friday night, 7 days from now, as they take on the Idaho Steelheads. Next Grizzlies home game is going to be on Saturday, December 23rd. It's the final game before the Grizzlies are on a 4-day Christmas break. Utah will take on the Idaho Steelheads that night. When we come back to the Utah Grizzlies pregame report, there's a couple Grizz making their debuts for Utah this evening, and there was also one bit of roster movement, and we'll talk about that coming up on the other side as we're in business on a Friday night, and you're listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
At Smith's, shop Kroger brand products for all of your favorite things this holiday season. Because our proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things. La, 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 la.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. Will Cranley is going to get the start in net, we believe. We didn't get to see who came out first for warm-ups on this Flow Sports feed, but Cranley is expected to make his Grizzlies debut tonight, and he'll be in net. He played in 6 games earlier this season with the ECHL's Reading Royals, where he had a 1-5 record with a 3.55 goals against average and .893 save percentage. Cranley had previously been on the roster for the AHL Springfield Thunderbirds. He was drafted by the St. Louis Blues in the 6th round, 63rd overall in the 2020 NHL entry-level draft. Cranley signed a 3-year NHL entry-level contract with the St. Louis Blues on March 2nd, 2022. Cranley has good size. He is 6'4" and 195 pounds. He certainly made an impression in the Grizzlies' first practice this past Tuesday. So Will Cranley will get the start in net, we believe, unless something changed over the course of today. Dante Januzzi will be the backup. Another Grizzly player is also making his debut. Quinn Wickers is going to be wearing number 12, and he will be in the Grizzlies lineup tonight. Wickers will be paired up with Kyle Mayhew. He was acquired earlier this week in a trade with the Wheeling Nailers for Jordan Martell. The Grizzlies also will get future considerations in the deal. Wickers played in 3 games with Wheeling earlier this season, but he's probably familiar to Grizzlies fans as a member of the Rapid City Rush. He was with them the previous 2 seasons where he scored 3 goals and 17 assists in 93 games. He also had 4 assists for the Rush in 11 games in the 2022 Kelly Cup playoffs. Wickers appeared in 15 regular season games and 6 contests in the 2022 Kelly Cup playoffs against the Grizzlies, while as a member of the Rapid City Rush. And I remember him being a very solid, dependable defenseman. And he's got good size at 6'4" and 216 pounds. So we'll watch out for Quinn Wickers as he makes his Grizzlies debut tonight. He'll be wearing number 12, and we believe he's going to be paired up most of the night with Kyle Mayhew. The Grizzlies captain Josh Wesley, this just coming this afternoon, as the Colorado Eagles announced that they have recalled Josh Wesley from the Grizzlies over to the AHL's Colorado Eagles. Wesley is wearing the captain's seat for the Grizzlies this year. He has 4 goals and 5 assists for Utah in 20 games this season. Wesley is currently on an AHL contract with the Colorado Eagles, and he was recalled to Colorado earlier today. So 6 defensemen for the Grizzlies tonight will be Kyle Mayhew. He'll be paired up with the newest Grizzly, Quinn Wickers. Wickers wearing number 12. We'll also see Jacob Semick, the Arizona State product, out there. Corey Thomas will be in the Grizzlies lineup. And we will also see Brian Hume, the Colorado College captain last year, and Jordan Stone. That's the 6th defenseman tonight, as Keone Teixeira is out for the 2nd straight game. So it's going to be interesting to see what Quinn Wickers does. If I remember right, he was a pretty dependable defenseman for the Rapid City Rush over the last 2 years. Everybody make your pick for the Optum first school of the game. Optum is committed to making healthcare work better, leading the way to better experiences, better health, and lower costs for you. Who's going to score first for Utah tonight as they take on the Fort Wayne Komets? On Wednesday night, it was Cole Gallant who scored 130 into the game as Utah scored first, but Cincinnati scored 4 unanswered. Kyle Mayhew added a third-period goal for the Grizz, but Patrick Polino scored on the empty net as Cincinnati defeated Utah 5-2. The Grizzlies are trying to get off the schneid here on the road as they'll have Will Cranley in net for the Grizzlies, and he'll be going up against Tyler Parks. Parks is a pretty big guy at 6'6" and 216 pounds. He's 31 years old. He has a record of 5-4-2 with a .911 save percentage and a 3.24 goals against average. It's the Grizzlies and the Komets. When we come back, we'll give you the lineups for both teams. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting, hanging out in the Grizz Cave near the Grizzlies team store at Maverick Center. The Grizzlies are over at Memorial Coliseum, a place where the Komets average about 7,000 to 8,000 fans per game. And they're just about the biggest show in town, along with G League basketball. So the Komets are in the sports section every night in the local newscast. They're also in page 1 of the sports section. It's certainly a great town, and they support their Fort Wayne Komets about as good as any team in the league. Let's get to the lineups for both teams. We have the starters for both units. Let's first get to the visiting Utah Grizzlies, who are led by third-year head coach Ryan Kanaswich. His assistant is Christian Horn. We mentioned Will Cranley earlier in the pregame show. He'll be making his Grizzlies debut. He's got a record of 1-5 in 6 games. He is 6'4", 185 pounds. He played with Reading earlier this year. He's on an NHL entry-level deal with the St. Louis Blues. He's got 3.55 goals against average and .893 save percentage. The backup goaltender tonight will be Dante Januzzi, who had started in 7 of Utah's previous 8 games. Well, in the last segment, we mentioned the 6 defensemen. The 2 starters will be Brian Yoon and the newest Grizzly, Quinn Wickers. Wickers wearing number 12. He'll be in there, although it looks like Mayhew's going to get the start, according to the ECHL app. Mayhew has a goal in 2 straight games. He has 6 goals and 7 assists. He is 5'8" and 160 pounds. So the starting defensive pairing, according to the ECHL app, is Mayhew and Wickers. Starting forwards, and this 3-man unit has been absolutely outstanding in the month of December. Brett Stapley has 9 assists in 7 games in December. Stapley has 3 goals and 14 assists in 15 games, so he's about averaging 1 assist per game. He'll be wearing number 7. He is 5'11" and 190 pounds. He'll be lined up next to Nathan Burke, who leads the Grizzlies with 18 points this year, 9 goals and 9 assists. Burke has an assist in 5 straight games. Cole Gallant, well, it's been more like Goal Gallant as of late. He's got 3 straight multiple-point games. He has 9 points in his last 5 games, 4 goals and 5 assists. The starting forwards are Stapley, Burke, and Gallant. We will also see Patrick Marcinkiewicz out there wearing number 8. He's got 1 assist in 3 games. Brandon Cutler wearing number 29 has 6 goals and 8 assists in 20 games. And Mick Messner, who's got 11 points in his last 11 games. Messner will be wearing number 10. He has 7 goals and 6 assists in 20 games and a +4 rating. We also see Dakota Raby in there, the Michigan man, who has 1 goal and 6 assists in 17 games. He's about as fast as anybody on the club. Of course, the Grizzlies Iron Man, Tyler Penner, will be in the lineup. Penner has appeared in every game for the Grizzlies since the start of the 2021-22 season. His consecutive game streak is now at 165. And 189 if you count the playoffs. So obviously he'll be in there for the Grizzlies tonight. Cody Cron makes his 3rd appearance of the season. Cron wearing number 28. He's got good size at 6'2" and 200 pounds, one of the strongest players on the team. We'll also see Aaron Aragon out there for the 15th time this year, 11th in a Grizzlies uniform, and Dean Yakura, who's appeared in every game for the Grizzlies this season. So the starting forwards are Burke, Stapley, and Gallant. We'll also see Marcinkiewicz, Cutler, and Messner, as well as Raby, Penner, and Cron, Aragon, and Dean Yakura. Let's get to the lineup for the Fort Wayne Komets. We're led by first-year head coach Jesse Kalechi. In goal is going to be Tyler Parks, as we mentioned before, and he's about as big as any goalie in the league at 6'6". And 216 pounds. He has a record of 5-4-0-2 with a 3.24 goals against average and 911 save percentage. Starting defensive pairing is Connor Cochran. Cochran has 3 goals and 6 assists in 15 games. He'll be wearing number 7, and he'll be paired up with Xavier Bernard. Bernard spent part of last season with the Allen Americans, and he's got good size at 6'5" and 205 pounds. Bernard has 2 goals and 3 assists and a +12 rating in 18 games. The +12 rating is the best on the club. Starting forwards, Sean Sidlowski, who's been with the Fort Wayne Komets for a long, long time. Oddly enough, when you think about as long as he's been there, just about 500 games, you think about all the longtime members of the Fort Wayne Komets, he just ranks in the teens in every statistical category. This is his 493rd game with the Komets coming up tonight. He has 181 goals and 314 assists. The 495 points ranks him just 12th in team history. So they've had quite a few players that have spent just about their entire career in Fort Wayne, including Sean Sidlowski. He'll be wearing number 27. And I believe their captain is Morgan Adams Moisan. Moisan is 6'2", 216 pounds, 8 goals and 4 assists in 20 games and a +3 rating. Moisan will be wearing number 32. We believe he's their captain this year. And Matt Wedman, who's been about as good as any scorer on the Komets club. He's got 9 goals and 6 assists in 20 games. Wedman will be wearing number 67. He has good size at 6'3" and 196 pounds. One thing that really stands out about this Komets team on paper, they're one of the biggest teams the Grizzlies will play all season. It's not just the goaltender, but they've got a ton of skaters who are 6'2" and taller, and many players, almost all of them, are at least 200 pounds. So the Komets will have a little bit of a size advantage tonight. There are a few quirks to Memorial Coliseum. If I remember right, the benches are on opposite sides. One bench is on the far side and the other is on the near side. That's one of the quirks you'll see at Memorial Coliseum. And yes, if you're watching on Flow Sports, I think we have maybe a little bit of room there for some more advertising. I think we need a few more sponsors on there. No question about it. I don't think they have enough sponsors on the ice. Holy cow, it looks like the Yellow Page is out there on the ice. So it's going to be an interesting matchup tonight, the Grizzlies and the Fort Wayne Komets, as they've dimmed the lights over in Fort Wayne as they introduce their starters. Fort Wayne is averaging 3.1 goals per game. They allow 3.6. They've been struggling as of late. They have lost 6 of their last 7. They're a pretty decent power play unit at 20%. Their penalty kills near the bottom of the league at 74.7%. And on average, the Komets are getting outshot by about 5 per game. So we'll see what the Grizzlies can do here tonight as they're looking for their first road victory of the year. And obviously early in the game, we're going to be watching Will Cranley, who's making his Grizzlies debut. And I imagine Quinn Wickers is going to be making a lot of shifts. He's probably going to get paired up with Kyle Mayhew. He might switch back and forth. Wickers hasn't played since late October. So we'll see how much gas he has in the tank. And obviously for the Grizzlies, they're going to need a lot of gas this weekend as it's 3 games in about a 48-hour stretch. Utah is taking on Fort Wayne for the first time in Fort Wayne since, I believe, January of 2019. So it should be an interesting one. The Grizzlies and the Komets, I think it's the 8th all-time meeting between the clubs. According to the ECHL record book, Utah is 2-5 in the regular season against Fort Wayne. We'll keep an eye on some of the other matchups in the league, including Allen and Kansas City, which is getting underway in about a half hour. And about an hour from now over at Idaho Central Arena, Rapid City is taking on Idaho. But the Grizzlies have some business in hand over in Fort Wayne tonight as they take on the Komets in the first of a 3-game series. We'll come back and talk some hockey on the other side. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. Face-off is in a few minutes over in Fort Wayne. It's been a tough week for the Fort Wayne Komets family as Komets president and co-owner Michael Franke passed away on October 10th after a lengthy battle with cancer at the age of 63. Michael and his brothers Steve, David, Richard, and Bill purchased the Komets franchise back in 1990. Michael was instrumental in sustaining the United Hockey League. He was also key in reviving the International Hockey League and ultimately merging the Central Hockey League and the ECHL, where the Komets reside today. Under the Franke brothers, the Komets have won 7 championships in 5 different leagues. And talk about some of the more successful franchises in this league. Fort Wayne is certainly up there. Their radio broadcasts are on what pretty much is their version of KSL over in Fort Wayne. They get a ton of media coverage. And Michael Franke has certainly been an instrumental part of their franchise over the last 30 years as they have his banner hanging up. And I believe they're going to have a moment of silence. I'm not able to hear over in Fort Wayne any of the sounds from that building, but I imagine they got a moment of silence, and we'll take one right here on the Grizzlies Hockey Network for Komets president and co-owner Michael Franke. Michael Franke was 63 years old. Remember this past summer, Grizzlies lost their co-owner and founder, David Elmore, as he passed away this past June, and Fort Wayne lost their president and co-owner, Michael Franke, earlier this week on December 10th. Fort Wayne took on Iowa that day, and we're not sure if this is the first game or second game. They played that same day that Franke passed away on December 10th. So obviously they're honoring him tonight, and I imagine they're going to dedicate their entire season to the life and memory of Komets president and co-owner Michael Franke. The Grizzlies and the Komets meeting for the first time since the 2020-21 season, as obviously a somber night over in Fort Wayne. I think funeral services will take place tomorrow over in the Fort Wayne area. It's Utah and Fort Wayne meeting in a couple minutes, and we're not sure. They said the puck was going to be dropped at the top of the hour, and obviously it's 6:05, and I don't think we've sung the anthem as of yet. We do know the starters. It's going to be Sean Sadlowski along with Morgan Adams-Moisan and Matt Wedman. That's the starting forwards for the Komets. Another guy to watch out for is Jack Dugan, who's wearing number 8. Dugan has 20 points in 19 games, 5 goals and 15 assists. In fact, Dugan spent the last 3 years exclusively in the AHL. Spent 2 years with the Henderson Silver Knights, and last year, he played mostly with the Utica club, the Utica Komets. He also spent some time last year with the Chicago Wolves. As looks like they're continuing to have the tribute to Michael Franke over in Fort Wayne as Grizzlies take on the Komets here for the first time in 3 years. We talked about earlier Sean Sadlowski, who's been really the longest tenured Komet, and he's right up there in just about every all-time statistical category. Watch out for him, as it looks like he still can play a bit, as he has 2 goals and 6 assists in 16 games. Xavier Bernard's been their big defenseman in the plus-minus category with a plus 12 rating. As looks like they're continuing with the services in the tribute to Michael Franke, as they had his banner raised to look like about where the scoreboard is. That little spot right there in the on the facade over at Memorial Coliseum, which is kind of an older building, but they've redone it a handful of years ago, and it's one of the more unique places in the league. When we come back, we'll have face-off over in Fort Wayne. It's the Grizzlies and the Komets coming up next on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Welcome back to Grizzlies Hockey, as they have the banner for Michael Franke, team president from 1990 through 2023. Michael Franke passed away on December 10th after a lengthy battle with cancer. He was 63 years old. A big key for the Grizzlies tonight is getting off to a fast start. Grizzlies have not had a lead on the road after 2 periods this year. In fact, they haven't had a lead after 1 period on the road this year, and it's going to be big for the Grizzlies to get on the board first, play with the lead, because when they have played with the lead, they've been pretty good at maintaining it. They are 5-1 when leading after 1 and 7-1 when leading after 2 periods. It's the Grizzlies and the Komets, and watch out for this first 5 minutes. Can the Grizzlies get off to a fast start? We'll be watching Quinn Wickers making his Grizzlies debut. He'll be wearing number 12, and Will Cranley will make his first start in net for Utah. It's his 7th game overall in this league. He played the previous 6 games with the Reading Royals. It's Grizzlies and Komets coming up. Utah will be wearing the black jerseys with white numbers and professional green trim, and we'll have face-off in a couple minutes from now on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket.
Expectations here will always remain high, and we'll continue to find a way.
Guys put together a lot of good games, you know.
It's a great night for hockey as two big standings points are on the line as the Grizzlies take on the Fort Wayne Komets in the opener of a baseball-style three-game set. Utah will be wearing the black jerseys as Will Cranley will get his first start in net for Utah. He joined the Grizzlies earlier this week. He'll be wearing number 30. He's got good size at 6'4" and 195 pounds. He's in the second of a three-year NHL entry-level deal with the St. Louis Blues. Starting defensive pairing is Kyle Mayhew and Quinn Wickers. Wickers making his Grizzlies debut. He was acquired earlier this week in a trade for Jordan Martell. Grizzlies also got future considerations in the deal. Stapley, Burke, and Gallant are the starting forwards. Fort Wayne wearing an orange jersey with white numbers, and we certainly hope they're going to zoom in a little bit closer than it is right now. Stapley will take the draw against Matt Wedman. Wedman taking the draw. He's got 9 goals and 6 assists this season. Referee is J.R. Strager. He's the same ref that officiated Utah's game. Grizz win the draw. Wickers wearing number 12. Gets it, fans it, and turnover. Fort Wayne shot, and it's blocked away by Cranley. Out in front of Utah's net, Grizz skate from right to left. 14 seconds in, Grizzlies move it ahead. It bounced off the stick of Cole Gallant. It goes deep in the Comet zone. We could certainly use some more advertising on the Fort Wayne ice. Grizzlies back in their territory. Wickers at his blue line will chip it off the near wing boards. Puck flips high into the air and it goes out of play. As Connor Corcoran is in the area, he might have redirected it. As we get our first whistle, 27 seconds into the game. Everybody make your pick for the opt-in first goal of the game as to who's going to score first for Utah. I'm not sure who I'm going to go with. I think Mick Messner. I got Messner scoring first for the Grizz. Taking the draw is Tyler Penner, the Grizzlies Iron Man. He's got Raby to his left and Karan to his right. Karan wearing an A on his sweater. As the Komets win the draw, they're deep in their own zone on the far goal line. Now they chip it ahead. Fort Wayne crosses center ice. Jack Dugan moves out to the left side. Dugan gets it back, drops it off. Slot shot saved by Cranley. Now to the right point. Righty shot is blocked. Might have been blocked by a teammate, Nolan Volkan, number 64. Komets ship it to the far corner. Dugan, who spent 3 years in the AHL, as he flips it up to the left point. Utah picks it off. Grizz get towards center ice and dump it in. Getting around them is Gallant. Gallant gets hit. Raby joins the play. Raby spins it up top to the right point. As the Grizzlies fire towards the net, it goes wide. Fort Wayne chips it back towards neutral ice. Komets cross center. They lift it to the right side. Dugan chases after it. He collides sticks with Thomas. Puck goes deep in the near corner. As Fort Wayne in the attack zone skating from left to right. They feed it up top. Right point. Righty shot gets redirected. That shot was taken by Nolan Gansky, number 21. Gansky, right point, fires towards the net. It goes wide. As Grizzlies poke it back towards the far wing boards. Utah tried to lift it and fanned on it. Jordan Stone gets it in the far corner. Stone battles with Wedman for Fort Wayne. Now to the left circle. Fort Wayne centers it, and Cranley picks it off and holds on. As Fort Wayne was in the left circle, they tried to lift it out in front of the net, and Cranley just gloved it about knee high. So we get another whistle, 18-19 left in the first. Unofficial kiss cam there. And we're still early on, so grab some chips and dip and a beverage of your choice and enjoy a little bit of Friday with us. Thanks to Nadine Hellwell for supplying me with some chips and dip and a beverage of my choice I'm enjoying this weekend. Off the draw, high slot, lefty shot, save, rebound, shot, and a score. As Alexis Dahu is scored for Fort Wayne, 18-15 left in the first. So the Komets get on the board, and on a rebound, the original shot was taken from the high slot. Alexis Dahu is 6'1", 201 pounds, and he gets his 8th goal of the season. They might show a replay. Let's see. As the original shot was taken from the high slot, the Komets have taken the first 5 shots here, a minute 45 in. As well, we didn't get much of a replay there. It was kicked by Cranley, and getting the rebound and put it away was Dahu. So the Komets get on the board first. They've taken the first 4 shots. Originally, it was 5 shots. We couldn't tell who took that original shot from the high slot. It might have been Cameron Suprika, number 28. We're back to live action. Komets, center ice, dump it in onto Cranley, who covers up in the crease, and we get a whistle with 17:53 left in the first. So Dahu's going to get the goal, his 8th of the year, and I imagine who took that shot's going to get an assist. I saw an 8 on the back of a jersey. It might have been Cameron Suprika, the defenseman, 6'3", 192 pounds. Draw's going to be the nearest circle. Dean Yakura in his first shift of the game, talking things over, as looks like Quinn Wickers is out there wearing number 12. Wickers is towards the near wing boards, lined up next to Sean Sidlowski. 1-0 Komets, 2 minutes in. Grizz win the draw. They throw it back to center ice where it's taken by Connor Corcoran. He throws it back to the left side. Now the Komets re-enter. Wickers delivers a big hit. His first big hit as a Grizzly. They try to get to Raby. Turnover as Corcoran feeds it across. It goes to the far corner as Turlinden, the Penn State product, loses it. Grizz get towards center ice. Raby one-hands it in. Taken by Corcoran, who skates around his net, and goaltender Tyler Parks. Pass the center ice right wing, goes back into the Komet zone. They throw it to the right side. Sidlowski dumps it in as Cranley feeds it to the near side for Jacob Semick, who pitches to center ice for Aragon, who crosses center near side, and he moves it ahead. Grizzlies enter the zone. They feed it to the high slot. Yoon centers the Stapley. He goes down, and a penalty is going to be called. Utah is going to get a power play. 2-on-1 battle as it's touched up by the Komets. Morgan Adams Moison, as holding's going to be the call as Stapley was skating towards Parks and got dragged to the ice. So Fort Wayne goes to the penalty box. Well, there's no room in the bench area in Fort Wayne. The backup goaltender looks like he's sitting in the penalty box, and joining him is Jake Johnson, who gets his 5th minor penalty of the year. Johnson, 6 feet, 185 pounds. He's making his 20th appearance this year. He gets 2 minutes for holding. 17:04 left in the first. Utah's power play this season is 16.7%. Komets penalty kill is 74.7%. As Johnson dragged down Stapley about 5 feet in front of the crease, and the referee, J.R. Strager, spotted it. As looks like Fort Wayne won the face-off, and they cleared it out. Grizz skate from right to left. Kyle Mayhew behind Utah's net. As they're going to miss Josh West, who got called up to the AHL's Colorado Eagles. He's been a finisher on the power play as of late. Grizz dropping off for Stapley, who crosses center ice. Stapley gains the line, skates towards the right circle. He gets poked away by Noah Gansky. Gansky's got good size. Stapley gets it back far side. He chips it towards the right circle. Burke with a lefty shot. And it looks like it goes wide and kicks out of play as Burke had a good look from the right side, but just couldn't quite connect. Nathan Burke has 9 goals this season. He can end up being key on Grizzlies power plays this weekend. 16:31 left in the first as Fort Wayne leads 1-0. Grizz have yet to officially take a shot. I wonder if Burke took that shot, whether it bounced off of Parks or if it bounced off a Komet and went wide. As the draw's going to be in the far circle, Stapley will take it. He's out there with Burke and Gallant. Fort Wayne wins the draw. Near side, they clear it out. As chasing after it is Cranley. Near side, he moves it ahead. Still in the Grizzly zone. Cutler will chip it towards the slot. It goes past Mayhew, who gathers it along the far wing boards. Mayhew drops off for Cutler, who throws a right wing pass as the Grizzlies enter the zone. Stapley skates towards the far corner. Now around Fort Wayne's net. He tried to feed it out in front. It bounced off a Komet. As Stapley now battles. Now another Komet gets it, and they backhand it to center ice. Chasing after it's Wedman, as Cranley will kick it to the near corner. Wedman gets it. He gets hit by Gallant as Wedman's still with the puck. He's a strong performer. Wedman now gets double teamed. Mayhew joins the play as now another Komet gets it. As they skate around the near goal line, try to skate in is Jack Gorniak, number 20. Utah pokes it away. 4.5 minutes in, Fort Wayne leads 1-0. It's late in Utah's power play. As Yoon over to Raby. Grizzlies made a line change. As Raby left side enters the zone, he gets hit along the boards. Fort Wayne kicks to the far side. They throw it to the right. Marcinkiewicz keeps it in, but Fort Wayne pokes it out to center ice. Now it goes back to Marcinkiewicz. He feeds a left wing pass to Raby, who enters. Raby skates towards the left circle, tried to center it. It glanced off the stick of Noah Gansky, who's 6 feet 7 inches tall. Raby, far corner. As he gets held up, skates towards the net behind it. And now it gets to Brian Yoon left side. He feeds it up top. Now back to Yoon. Yoon left side kicks to the corner. Nobody's there as Raby hustles after it. Centering pass gets collected by a Fort Wayne stick who throws it back to the near side. Komets spin it towards the far side. It's taken by Semick. I think we're back to skating 5-on-5 as Grizz couldn't get a shot off on the power play. Marcinkiewicz enters the zone, skates towards the left circle, takes a lefty shot, and it's blocked. Marcinkiewicz feeds it back up top to Thomas. Thomas, left point, fires towards the net. Kick saved by Parks. Puck goes back to the near side as Fort Wayne now behind their net. Turlinden, number 72, out there As puck goes back over towards Fort Wayne, they lift it over the head of Thomas. Now Thomas gets it back off Sidlowski's stick. Now it goes to Raby, who enters the zone, skates down the middle. He gets held up by Chizen, Jake Chizen. Now right side, Grizzlies behind the net, try to get it back to cutting Marcinkiewicz. Fort Wayne pokes it away. Penner right side, rolls along the boards towards the near side. Fort Wayne gets it as Corcoran will saucer it out to the left side. It looks like it's going to be icing as Stone skates over there, and the arm is raised by the linesman. Icing is on the Komets exactly 6 minutes into the game. According to the scorebook, Fort Wayne has 6 shots, and the Grizzlies have yet to take one. Komets lead 1-0 as Alexis Dahu got his 8th of the year, a minute and a half in. Penner will take the draw. He's got Aragon to his left, and seeing number 15 reminds me of Cameron Wright last year. Wright played 4 games at Fort Wayne earlier this year. He's now in the AHL with Bakersfield. Grizzlies win the draw as Wickers, making his Grizzlies debut, wearing number 12, skates towards the right circle. Wickers now far goal line, stops. Now he skates back to the right point. Wickers drops it off. Grizz skate towards the far goal line to get it back to the right circle as Utah gets back checked. Now backhand shot by Penner goes wide. Komets get it. They carry it out to center. 1-on-3. They cross center and chip it in. Grizz got back defensively. Fort Wayne makes a line change. Komets bench area is on the far side as we see it. Grizz bench area is on the near. In this unique venue, as Mayhew drops it off for Wickers, who backhands it towards the left point. Komets keep it in. They fire it to the right corner as it rolls towards a point. Utah clears it out to center as the Grizz enter the zone from the left side. Stapley gets hit. He dumps it to the corner. Jake Johnson gets it. He throws a left wing pass out to center ice. Now they feed the middle. Utah picks it off. Grizz skate towards the right circle. Now they look to center it. The Stapley pass goes behind him. I think that was Burke that threw the pass. Fort Wayne clears it back to center again. Semick over to Mayhew. Grizzlies trying to get to Stapley. Lost it in the high slot. Komets skate around their net. 7 minutes in. Fort Wayne leads 1-0. Left wing pass. Now the Komets center it. They skate down Broadway. Lefty shot goes wide. Cranley might have gotten a piece of it. Right point. Corcoran shovels it to the near corner. Utah pokes it back to the point. Grizz lift it high into the air. It goes over the head of Corcoran and bounces in the Komet zone. Fort Wayne skates from left to right as they skate down the middle. Left wing pass off the boards. As the Komets neutralized, tried to bump it in, and it bounced off the Semick. Now it goes back to Corey Thomas, who skates around Utah's net. He chips to Marcinkiewicz along the near boards. Marcinkiewicz advances it to Cutler across the center ice. Cutler gains the line, high slot, lefty shot is blocked away by the stick of Xavier Bernard, number 56. Bernard moves it ahead. Komets cross center ice. They've outshot the Grizzlies 8-1. Left wing pass, Komet center, left circle, lefty shot. Saved by Cranley. He holds on. Grizz do a good job boxing out Cranley. And in his first segment of play, Will Cranley has stopped 8 of 9. 12:04 left in the first period. Fort Wayne leads 1-0 as Alexis Dahu scored a minute and a half in. Grizz have 1 shot. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
At Smith's, shop Kroger brand products for all of your favorite things this holiday season. Because our proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Smith's, fresh for...
Maverick's new Bean to Cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
12 minutes, 4 seconds left in the first period. Fort Wayne leads 1-0. First of a 3-game set. The goal for Fort Wayne was scored by Dahu, his 8th of the year. Cormier and Saprika with the assist. I think Cormier took the shot. Xavier Cormier, wearing number 90. Saprika, I think, took the shot that bounced off of Cranley and was picked up by Dahu. Draws in the far circle of the Grizzlies zone. Utah skates from right to left in the first period. Komets lead 1-0. Utah wins the draw. Stone moves it ahead. It bounces off the glass and goes out of play as there's an even 12 minutes left in the first period. We're exactly 8 minutes in. Draw's going to be back in the far circle. Penner talking with Stone. Stone in his 3rd season with the Grizzlies. Penner also in his 3rd year in a Utah uniform. Raby's out in the ice as well as Cody Caron. As drawn in the far circle, won by Utah. As Stone moves it ahead to Penner. Penner lifts it high into the air. Raby gets the bouncing puck on the right side, skates towards the right circle. Raby, lefty shot, saved by Parks in the butterfly position. Fort Wayne moves it ahead. Bernard couldn't skate over there as Penner rolls it around to Raby. Raby's in the left corner. He's being shadowed by Corcoran. Raby skates towards the far side, drops off for Cron, who rolls it along the near wing boards. Thomas couldn't reach to keep it in. Puck deep in the Grizzlies zone as Cranley gets the hot pass to Thomas, who gets spun around in the near corner. Utah will bounce it off of Wedman. Puck lifts high into the air and drops at the feet of a Comet. They skate towards the right point. Now they exit the zone as Fort Wayne resets. Right wing pass delivered by Gansky. The Comets dumping in from neutral ice. Stone hustles after it in the near side as he advances the puck. Turnover. Moisan will drop it off. Left wing, lefty shot, saved by Cranley. Left side, Comets keep the puck as they lead 1-0. Looks like we got Tulsa's camera operators. Gansky, right side, shot, saved by Cranley. Grizzlies trying to keep it out. Gansky keeps it in. Now left side, lefty shot, saved by Cranley. Grizz, throw it to Cutler, who lifts it out to the right side. Grizz, cross center. Aragon tried to get around number 28, Saprika, who's got 1 assist tonight, gets to the line but loses it as the Comets will lift it high into the air. It bounced in Grizzlies territory, dropped by Moisan, who drops it off. Comets skate towards left circle, toe drag shot, saved by Cranley. Rebound towards the backboards as Stapley gathers it. Comets have outshot the Grizzlies 12-2. Stapley over to Thomas, left wing pass to Cutler, gains the red line, and he throws it in. Puck skips towards the backboards as Fort Wayne rolls it to the far side. As we're about halfway through the first period, Fort Wayne lumbers across center ice. They dump it into the corner as Grizz one-handed out. Utah slides to center ice, pass connects. Stapley moves it ahead. Bouncing puck as Gallant skates after the near corner. He tried to center it to Burke. Comets got too many guys in the way. Mayhew, right side near the corner, feeds up top. Gallant righty shot is blocked. It goes to Wickers. Wickers left wing shot. That's blocked again as Mayhew skates towards the far corner. Stops as he gets knocked down. Puck near Mayhew as he gets back to his feet. 2-on-2 battle on the far side. It goes back deeper in the corner and spins to the near side as Wickers avoids a check. Now goes back to Sidlowski, who tried to check Wickers but missed. Sidlowski feeds it to the center ice logo, picked off by Burke, who re-enters from the right side. Burke stops in the right circle. Lefty shot goes wide. He tried to go stick side on Parks. Now left side, Cutler's shot is blocked away. Parks might have gotten a piece of it as Grizzlies poke it towards the near side. Grizz along the wall, feed it to the point, cleared out by the Comets. Utah chases after it. Brian Yoon gets it far side, Grizzlies zone, near wing pass to Cutler. Cutler near the Grizzlies bench, slides it ahead. As Marcinkiewicz gets it back to Cutler, he throws it back to a defenseman who moves it ahead to Marcinkiewicz. He throws it behind his back for Cutler across the center ice. Left wing, Cutler gets in and chips it towards Messner, who got a stick lifted by the Comets, now behind the net. Messner gets it and make that Marcinkiewicz. He is along the near side, wearing number 8. He dances around and he gets to Cutler at the near goal line. Cutler chips out in front. Shot saved by Parks as Yoon had a good look cutting towards the net. As Fort Wayne gathers the puck, they move it out to center ice. Grizz back defensively. Fort Wayne enters. They drop it off to the left side as they feed it towards the net. Shot. He gets redirected and goes wide. Well, that was a near miss there by Fort Wayne. As Messner crosses center ice, he'll saucer it in. As it bounces off the boards, Cameron Suprika back deep in his own zone, gets it taken away by Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz, left circle, gets double teamed. Now he throws it back to the corner that he vacates. Now up top for Thomas, who slides it across. Right side unit shot, save, rebound, shot. And puck around the boards. Now it goes back to the right side. Righty shot, saved by Parks. Rebound goes to Fort Wayne along the near wall as they lift it past Corey Thomas. As on its side, it rolls towards Cranley and veers off to the right. Stone gathers the puck, and he'll carry it out to neutral ice. He skates along the Utah line. Now Stone backs it out and gets it to Thomas on the far side. Thomas chips it ahead. Fort Wayne picks it off. Grizzlies try to cut him off. Comets get their blue line. As they move it ahead, Sidlowski, left wing pass, Comets enter. Left circle, they throw it behind a guy cutting towards the net. Now puck goes back over to Gansky. He throws it across. Center ice, they move it back to Sidlowski. Skates along the far side. Thomas pokes it towards the backboards. Sidlowski around the net. He's now to the near side. He skates towards the point. Now he veers off to the left. As he skates towards the left circle, take a righty shot, and it gets redirected and goes wide. As Wedman skates along the near goal line. Now he's behind the net. Matt Wedman feeds it to the right side. Grizzlies get a sticking away towards the near boards. As Fort Wayne, Wedman fires towards the net. It goes wide. Cranley might have gotten a piece of it. Puck around the net. As Fort Wayne back to the near side about 13 minutes in. As Xavier Cormier dances in. He feeds it out in front. As Grizzlies, too many bodies in the way. Now siren pass, shot and a score. As Xavier Cormier connects to make it 2-0, as he got a great pass from Dahu Dahu now with 1 goal and 1 assist, and Xavier Cormier has found the back of the net for the first time this season. 6:58 left in the first. Komets lead the Grizzlies 2-0. Well, Grizzlies there over the last probably about 9 minutes left in the first. They were able to generate something offensively. Then the Komets were able to get it in the zone. Shot count now 15-5 in favor of Fort Wayne. As Dahu got the puck, he was in the right circle, centered out in front. Cormier was unoccupied, and he went 5-hole on Cranley. And once again, the Grizzlies on the road are going to have to play catch-up, as Cranley did get a piece of it, but it just went between his legs and past the goal line. As looks like, we're not back to live action. They show another replay action going on as the puck back in the Grizzlies zone. As Fort Wayne right side, Utah one hands it towards the high slot. Komets keep it in. Fort Wayne, Moisan, Adams Moisan back to the right side. He's being shadowed by Yakura as Yakura drags down Moisan as Utah will gather the puck. As Grizz skate along the near side, Messner feeds it across. Grizz cross center. It does Aragon. We get a whistle, or he must have had a whistle as they stop play. 6:14 as the Grizzlies were crossing center ice. I think Utah might have gotten a penalty. And it is. It's Dean Yakura, who I was wondering about that call. He dragged down Morgan Adams Moisan behind Utah's net. So it's a penalty. Fort Wayne goes on the power play with 6:14 left in the first. Komets power play is an even 20% this year. Grizzlies penalty kill is 74.6%. As looks like there might be a timeout on the ice. We'll come back in 15 seconds for Fort Wayne's power play. They lead the Grizzlies 2-0 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network. Yakura is in the box for 2 minutes. Komets lead 2-0. Fort Wayne is outshot Utah 15-5. As the Komets scored 145 in, Alexis Dahu with his 8th of the year, Cormier and Saprika with the assists. And then I believe it was Dahu and Cormier combining for a goal. Cormier getting his 1st of the year with Wedman and Dahu getting the assist. For Matt Wedman, it's his 7th assist this year. Draws in the far circle. It's actually Mayhew in the box. It's not Yakura. Mayhew got a cross-checking minor, and he's in the box for 2 minutes. Fort Wayne wins the draw as a big collision. Corcoran got dragged down as the Komets back to the left side will throw it to the far goal line. Fort Wayne wearing an orange jersey with bright white numbers. As Fort Wayne throws it behind their back to Corcoran, he feeds it across to Jack Dugan. Dugan drops it off. Corcoran, high slot, righty shot goes wide. Now Fort Wayne centers it out in front, and they throw it off the backboards as Fort Wayne back to the left side, feeds it up top. Now back towards the corner. Fort Wayne, far goal line off the boards, hits the side of the net as Moisan drops it off. As left circle, now they get back to Corcoran. Corcoran to the left side. Fort Wayne back to the far goal line. They chip it out in front. It bounced off a Grizzly stick and flies towards the near boards. Fort Wayne gets it back up top, but they exit the zone as they chase after it at neutral ice. Komets re-enter from the left side. 5-18 and counting left in the first. Fort Wayne leads 2-0. Grizzlies near side will sail it out of the zone towards Tyler Parks. Parks on the far side cuts it off before it gets to the goal line. He throws it around his net for Jack Johnson. Johnson wearing number 3. He's got 1 penalty tonight as he'll chip it to the near side. Somebody off the screen has it. Now they throw it back. Komets cross center ice. Sidlowski enters, drops it off. It's actually Sidlowski that got it from Dahu as puck in the near corner. Grizzlies skate towards the near wing boards. Dahu took it away. Now he gets it to Cormier. Cormier and Dahu, the 2 goal scorers. Now Sidlowski feeds up top, high slot. Komets slide it to the left circle. Fort Wayne loses it. Thomas pokes it away and moves it ahead. Nathan Burke will carry it across center ice. 2-on-2. Burke stops on the right point and feeds it around the boards. Aragon behind Fort Wayne's net gets it, chips it out in front. Parks smothers it and holds on as Aragon had a tough angle from the far goal line. Probably could have skated out in front. Maybe Aragon was trying to figure out, maybe was thinking somebody was going to cut towards the net. Either way, Parks covers up. Grizzlies get an offensive zone draw. 4:30 left in the first. Komets, according to the score bug, have 14 shots, even though the ECHL stat sheet on the app has them with 15. As the draw is going to be in the far circle. Draw won by the Grizz. They're shorthanded. Yoon, right point. Shot is blocked. Komets lead 2-0. As Fort Wayne along the near side. Yakura battles. He chips it up top. Semick fires towards the net. Glove saved by Parks. Parks catches with his right. His stick side is to his left. And he makes a glove save as Semick fired a blast from the left point with 4:19 left in the first. Looks like a good crowd over at Memorial Coliseum. They had a moment of silence for Komets team president Michael Franke, who passed away at the age of 63. It's late in the power play. Grizzlies now have 6 shots on goal. As looks like people are doing the chicken dance. Must be a timeout on the ice. We'll come back in 30 seconds. Fort Wayne leads Utah 2-0 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team.
It looks like we're back to live action. As there's 4 minutes left in the first, Fort Wayne deep in their own zone. I think we're back to skating 5-on-5 as Komets didn't generate anything on their power plays. Marcinkiewicz moves ahead to Staples at neutral ice. He'll chip it off the near wing boards. It ricochets off the end wall as Parks slides it to Noah Gansky. Gansky's been active tonight. He's a big defenseman at 6'7" and 209 pounds. Fort Wayne skips it out to center ice. Now a breakaway. Komets skate down the middle. Righty shot. Saved by Cranley. As Adams Moisan had a breakaway on a pass. But Cranley makes the biggest save he's made all night. As Corcoran moves it ahead. Komets slide it towards the corner slowly. Grizzlies will fire it around Utah's net off the backboards. As Wickers lifts it high into the air. It bounces to Jack Johnson. Johnson at his blue line moves it ahead. As the Komets tap it in from center ice. As chasing after, it's Kyle Mayhew. Successful penalty kill by Utah. As we're skating 5-on-5, we believe. Raby, near side, gets around a Komet, moves out to center. The only guy there was Gansky, and he dumps it back in. Cranley lets it go towards the far corner, as Mayhew will chip it ahead off the far boards. As Fort Wayne feeds it back to the far circle, it's taken by Utah. Left wing pass to Raby, who chips it off the wall near the Grizzlies bench. Fort Wayne moves it back to center ice. Komets slide it towards center. Number 44, Carl Berglund, 2 goals on the season has it. He throws it back into his own end for Martin Haas. I thought he was out of the lineup, but looks like he's in. As Fort Wayne dumps it in, does Jack Dugan. As far corner, Grizzlies bounce it off of Fort Wayne as Messner will slide it to the near side. Grizz cross center, and Raby throws it to the corner. It's poked away. Near circle, puck bounces towards the slot. Messner lefty shot, saved by Parks, and he holds on. And now some real pushing and shoving as Gansky over there with Karan. As now Dugan says, here's my glove to your face. As Karan getting active with Noah Gansky. As now Karan has some words with another Komets. And it looked like that Fort Wayne player was just laughing. As Karan getting active, and that might be just what the doctor ordered for the Grizzlies. They might need to start getting physical down 2-0. Once again, playing catch-up on the road. Karan wearing an A on his sweater. He's quickly becoming a team leader. We're not sure who the other guys there are wearing the A's tonight. As Josh Wesley, if you're late to the party tonight, was recalled to the AHL's Colorado Eagles. As looks like Karan skating towards the penalty box. And it looks like he might serve 2 minutes. 2:21 left in the first. Park skates towards the bench. We thought there was a timeout before, but there wasn't. Now Karan is going to skate towards the box. Let's see if we'll get the referee's signal. Very unique building in Fort Wayne. The penalty box on the far side. And interestingly enough, in the Fort Wayne penalty box, the backup goaltender is sitting there because there must not be enough room on their bench. Well, we're going to guess there's a timeout. We'll come back in 30 seconds as Fort Wayne leads 2-0. They'll be on the power play when we come back on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first period. We believe it's the Komets' second power play of the game as Cody Cron, we saw him go to the Rogers and Russell Legal Solutions holding cell. Fort Wayne has taken 15 shots, Grizzlies with 7. It looks like Xavier Cormier and Alexis Dahu each have 1 goal and 1 assist. So Cron's in the box for Utah. We're not sure if anybody's in there for Fort Wayne. Well, it looks like Cron flexing his wrist. Hopefully it's okay. As we're late in the first period, we believe that there's nobody in the box for Fort Wayne. That means the Komets have a power play. Now it looks like there is matching roughing minors. As according to the ECHL app, looks like Nola Gansky also gets a roughing minor. So matching roughing minors 17:39 into the first. So no power play. And we believe that we're going to skate 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. As Grizzlies in the black jerseys with white numbers and professional green trim as the camera pans to the left side to see Nola Gansky sitting behind a stanchion. As a draw won by the Komets, they're wearing an orange jersey with white numbers. They skate from left to right as they chip it out to center ice and couldn't reach it as Grizzlies skate back into their own end. Jacob Semick. Well, there's 2 guys in the penalty box. Yep, there they are. Action going on at Memorial Coliseum. Yes, we can confirm 2 guys in the penalty box. Heavens to Betsy, the game's going on right now. Fort Wayne skates down the middle, righty shot, and play stops. It looks like the Komets are offside as we missed about 20 seconds of game action, seeing a split screen of the 2 guys in the box. Gansky for Fort Wayne and Karan for Utah. As looks like the Komets are called offside. Grizz will make a line change as Gallant and Betts out there with Quinn Wickers wearing number 12. There's been a lot of guys wearing number 12 over the last 5-6 years. I've been thinking about Ryan Wagner, thinking about just about everybody wearing number 12. Brian Bowen, Dylan Fitz at one point wore that number, and Quinn Wickers wearing number 12 for the Grizzlies tonight on the defensive unit. Most of the guys wearing number 12 have been forwards previously. As the draw goes into the Grizzly zone after Fort Wayne won it, we're skating 4-on-4 as Nathan Burke skates down the middle. Now he's a neutral ice. He crosses center. Burke enters the zone and loses it. Corcoran as the Komets move it ahead. As Fort Wayne enters 2-on-2. They get it back towards the right side. Now Fort Wayne centers it. Mayhew dives in front to take away the centering pass. Make that Wickers. Good job by Quinn Wickers. Utah ahead to Burke. He crosses center ice. Trying to chip it towards Mayhew. It's picked off by Xavier Bernard. Bernard skates down the middle. He's at neutral ice. Bernard crosses center. Now he veers off to the left as he enters the zone. Drops it off in the point as Fort Wayne feeds it towards the middle. Bouncing puck. Cranley gets to the far circle. Grizzlies skate around Cranley's net as he makes his Utah debut. He's stopped 13 of 15 so far. Utah slides up to Raby, back towards Messner. Grizzlies enter. Right wing, they chip it around the wall as Utah chases after along the near side. Fort Wayne, Messner in the area as he spins around a Komet. Messner around center ice, gains the red line and moves it ahead. Raby gets around a defender. Now he's in the left circle. Toe drag, slot. Lefty shot goes wide. Raby looking for a second goal of the year. Raby, far side, gets pushed by Johnson and gets knocked down. 34 seconds left in the period. Raby feeds up top to Semick, who has a bounce-off fist stick, and it goes to neutral ice. Semick across the Stone, who slides it back in. Puck glides along towards the far side. Raby delivers a hit. Komets clear it out to center. Grizz get it back as Thomas out to center ice. He gains the line and veers off to the right. He chips it to his right. Grizzly skate towards the circle. Righty shot. Goes off Park's glove and goes wide towards the near boards. That shot was taken by Karan, who's out of the box. As Karan pushes a Komet out to center ice. 2 seconds left. Penner at neutral ice. Chips it back in. The whistle blows as we get a stoppage of play with 2.5 seconds left in the first. As now it looks like Matt Wedman and Jack Dugan have words for Cody Karan. It looks like Corey Thomas in that area as well. As the 2 linesmen at center ice are separating the Grizzlies and Komets. So it looks like it's going to be a 2-0 game after 1 period as everybody cease and desist and goes their own way. Draw looks like it's going to be at neutral ice. I think the Grizzlies were called for offside. Now the draw's going to be at center ice. We apologize if you're listening on Flow Sports. Unfortunately, we're at the mercy of this one video feed that we're seeing. And well, there's some key details, unfortunately, that have gone astray here in the first period. So we're just trying to describe what we see, and we're just doing the best we can, having some fun on a Friday night. Draw is won by the Komets, and that will do it as time runs out. We've played 20 minutes over at Memorial Coliseum as already 1 goal and 1 assist for Alexis Dahu, and Xavier Cormier also with 1 goal and 1 assist in his first period in a Grizzlies uniform, according to the scorebug. 15 shots for the Komets. Will Cranley saved 13 of 15. Tyler Parks for Fort Wayne, the former Rapid City Rush goaltender. He also spent some time with Tucson in the AHL. He's really made the rounds, but Parks is an outstanding ECHL goalie. He has stopped all 8 that he has seen so far. So Fort Wayne leads 2-0 after one period. We'll come back and recap statistically the first 20 minutes of play as the Grizzlies and Komets battle it out over in Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne leads Utah 2-0. We're back in 2 minutes with the Rio Tinto Kennecott intermission report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
First intermission over in Fort Wayne, and the Komets lead 2-0. 1:45 in, Fort Wayne got on the board as the shot was taken from the high slot by Cameron Suprika, we believe. It bounced off of Cranley, and Alexis Dahu, at least that's what it looks like, how you say his name from the pronunciation guide, got his 8th of the year as he scored on the rebound. Xavier Cormier and Suprika each with the assist. Suprika now has 3 assists this season, and Cormier now has 9 on the year. The Komets extended the lead to 2-0 as Cormier scored 13:02 in, with Wedman and Dahu getting the assist. Dahu actually got the main assist as Wedman was towards the right side, got to Dahu, and then Dahu slid a centering pass to Cormier. Cormier went low on Cranley. Cranley got a piece of it, but it just slithered between his legs and passed the goal line, and that extended the lead to 2-0. Both teams are pretty good on the penalty kill. Jake Johnson got a hooky minor, 2:56 in, and Grizzlies got a power play. They didn't generate any shots from what I remember, but the Grizzlies' penalty kill was outstanding. Kyle Mayhew got a cross-checking minor. If I remember right, Utah probably had the best shot of either team. They probably had the best look of either team on that on the penalty kill. So Utah's penalty kill was on point. We were skating 4-on-4 for 2 minutes after Cody Caron and Noah Gansky each got matching roughing minors, 17:39 in. For Utah, in their 4 shots, Tyler Penner leads the way with 2, and then 6 other Grizzlies with 1 shot, including Mick Messner, Jacob Semick, who had a good look from the left point, Jordan Stone with 1 shot, Raby, Caron, and Cutler each have 1 shot. And Raby, late in that period, boy, he had a golden look as he was to the left side, kind of toe drag towards the slot, and he had pretty much a wide open look, and Parks might have gotten a piece of it, or Raby might have missed the net. There's not a whole lot of net there when Tyler Parks is in front of it. After all, he goes 6'6" and 216 pounds. So he might be the kind of guy, especially with that size, it might not be that first one that gets past him. It might be that second look. So I think for the Grizzlies, a high volume of shots, see if he can get some rebounds on Parks and see if he can capitalize on those second opportunities, as Parks is going to take away quite a bit of the net. I'm pretty sure since he's played the Grizzlies in years past that Ryan Knastwich and Christian Horn have a good scouting report on Tyler Parks. For Fort Wayne, they had 15 shots. Xavier Cormier had 4. He led the Komets. Jack Gorniak, wearing number 20, had 3 shots. Sean Sidlowski and Carl Berglund each had 2, and then 1 shot each for Cameron Suprika, Morgan Adams Moisan, and Alexis Dahu. Dahu's 1 shot found the back of the net. Nolan Volcan, also with 1 shot. Volcan wearing number 64. He has 4 goals on the season. So Tyler Parks has stopped all 80 he has seen. Will Cranley has saved 13 of 15. Cranley and Wickers making their Grizzlies debut. I thought Wickers looked good in the first period. You know, he's got that size that you look for. 6'4", 215 pounds. I remember him with Rapid City over the last 2 years. And he was just a solid, dependable defenseman. I know the Grizzlies did lose a good forward in Jordan Martell, but I think Wickers is certainly going to be a solid blue liner for the Grizzlies for the rest of the year. He hasn't played since late October. Not really sure why. Maybe he's coming back from an injury. Obviously, 3 games in a 48-hour stretch will test his endurance a little bit this weekend. As we mentioned, a lot of forwards in years past, Ryan Wagner. It seems like when Wickers has touched the puck, I've been thinking about all the forwards that have worn number 12 in the past. Guys like Burke and Dylan Fitz, Brian Bowen at one point wore number 12. I think there was probably 3 guys during 1 year, 2 or 3 years ago, that wore number 12. So we haven't seen a lot of defensemen, though, wearing number 12. That's normally been a number reserved for forwards for the Grizzlies. But Quinn Wickers has certainly looked good so far tonight. Well, unfortunately for the Grizzlies, they've got to play catch-up once again on the road. We talked about at the start. That's really been the difference between the Grizzlies' production at home and on the road. At home, the Grizzlies have really had a lead for the majority of their games. After all, 8 of the 13 games the Grizzlies have played in at home, they've had a lead after 2 periods. The Grizzlies in the 7 games they played, this is the 8th road game for Utah this year. They have yet to have a lead either after 1 period or 2 periods in any road game this year. So, once again, the Grizzlies are going to have to play catch-up here in the final 40 minutes. Fort Wayne has lost 6 of their last 7, and on one of the Fort Wayne local newscasts, they've been talking about switching some things up, working on some different system things, and some guys that really haven't scored many goals. Cormier hasn't scored a goal this year in 14 games up until tonight, and Cormier and Dahu wearing number 37, they might have been Fort Wayne's 2 best players in that first period. When we come back, we'll go over some scores from around the world of sports. Once again, after 1 period of play over at Memorial Coliseum, Fort Wayne leads Utah 2-0. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
At Smith's, shop Kroger brand products for all of your favorite things this holiday season. Because our proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Smith's, fresh.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm hanging out in the Grizz Cave as Utah is taking on Fort Wayne for the first of a 3-game set. Remember, the start time is going to be different for each of the 3 games in this series. Tomorrow is going to be a 5:30 start, 7:30 in the Eastern time zone, and then Sunday is going to be at 3 o'clock. Other action in the league, we're obviously keeping an eye on the Mountain Division showdowns. Allen and Kansas City are just underway, starting in about 20 minutes over Idaho Central Arena. Rapid City is at Idaho. Idaho won in overtime on Wednesday, so the Rush did get a standing point there. Games in progress. Let's see if any of them gone final. Doesn't look like it, as obviously the Grizzlies playing in the Eastern time zone, even though it is a late start. Late second period, Adirondack leads Newfoundland 4-3. Also after 2 periods, Reading leads Worcester 3-1. Also after 2, the Norfolk Admirals have a 3-0 lead over Trois-Rivières. Also after 2 periods, Greenville and South Carolina are tied at 1. Late second period, Wheeling has a 3-1 lead over Indy. That game with 4 minutes left in the second period. Wheeling is 10-10-1 this year. Indy is 9-8-3. Let's see if the Rooster is in there for Wheeling. Jordan Martell is in the lineup. He's wearing number 51 for the Nailers, and it looks like he hasn't registered anything on the stat sheet. No goals, no assists, no plus-minus, no shots. So nothing for Jordan Martell as of yet, but Wheeling does lead Indy 3-1. Number 51 for Martell. It's kind of an odd number considering that number 27 seemed to suit him well in his year with Utah. Early second period, Florida leads Orlando 2-0. Also early second, Atlanta leads Jacksonville 2-0. Cincinnati early in the second period has a 3-0 lead over Kalamazoo. We saw Cincinnati on Wednesday night. Let's see who has their goals. Looks like Diacono has a goal for Cincinnati, as well as former Grizzly Cole Frazier, who got his first of the year. Louis Caparuso also scored. And how about this for a score? It's now 6-0 Cincinnati. They scored 3 in the first and 3 in the second. Patrick Polino, Lee Lapide, and Zach Andrusiak have second period goals. So these Cyclones have 6 goals, 6 different players have the goals for the Cyclones. Well, for whatever reason on the ECHL app, it has a 3-0 score. But right now, late second period, it's 6-0 Cincinnati. 13 minutes left in the second. Toledo and Iowa are tied at 1. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, here in the second period for the Grizzlies. Can they find a way to make a comeback attempt as they're down 2-0 over the Fort Wayne Komets? It looks like Allen and Kansas City, there's now 6 minutes left in the first period. Allen has drawn first blood. They lead 1-0. The goal was scored by Hank Crone, 4:37 in. He has his 6th goal of the season. It looked like for whatever reason the ECHL app didn't update itself. We mentioned 6-0 Cincinnati. Toledo has scored 3 goals in the second period. They now lead Iowa 4-1. That game nearing the second intermission. When we come back, we'll go over some NHL scores and have second period action over in Fort Wayne as the Komets lead the Grizzlies 2-0 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverick's new bean to cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
At Smith's, shop Kroger brand products for all of your favorite things this holiday season. Because our proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Smith's, fresh for...
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Welcome back to Grizzlies Hockey. Fort Wayne leads Utah 2-0. Second period will start in about 4 minutes from now. 6 games in the NHL. Second intermission. Rangers lead the Ducks 3-1. Halfway through the second period, already a very high-scoring game. Carolina leads Nashville 5-4. Also halfway through the second period, Islanders lead the Bruins 1-0. First intermission, Ottawa has a 3-2 lead over Dallas. Starting up in a few minutes, San Jose is at Arizona, and at 8 o'clock, Buffalo is at the Vegas Golden Knights. The Grizzlies NHL affiliate, the Colorado Avalanche, are off tonight. And we'll see Colorado in action later on. One bit of news, if you joined us late, Grizzlies captain Josh Wesley was recalled to the AHL's Colorado Eagles. And if you also joined us late, Quinn Wickers making his Grizzlies debut tonight wearing number 12. And Will Cranley is the starting goaltender tonight with Dante Januzzi backing him up. Cranley, earlier this year, played in 6 games with the Reading Royals. He has saved 13 of 15 so far for the Grizz. And we'll see if the second period that Nathan Burke, Cole Gallant, and Brett Stapley line gets going. Stapley has 9 assists in 7 games in December. Burke has an assist in 5 straight games, and Cole Gallant has 9 points in his last 5 games, 4 goals and 5 assists. We'll come back in 2 minutes and have second period action over at Memorial Coliseum as Fort Wayne leads Utah 2-0 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves. Where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. Second period will happen in here in a few seconds over at Memorial Coliseum. I'm hanging out at the Maverick Center, just what we call the Grizz Cave, right next to the Grizzlies team store. This broadcast is presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott, producing premier American copper and proudly celebrating 120 years of operations in the Utah community. Grizzlies in a black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. Fort Wayne in an orange jersey with white numbers. Utah will be skating from left to right as we see it on Flow Sports. Your mind's eye see it on YouTube. Fort Wayne will be skating from right to left. We'll see if the Grizzlies have a second period comeback in them. Cole Gallant's on the right wing. Brett Stapley will take the face-off, and Nathan Burke to the left. The defensive pairing is Quinn Wickers and Kyle Mayhew. And starting out for Fort Wayne, Matt Wedman will take the draw. It's won by Utah as Mayhew slides to Wickers in his Grizzlies debut. He taps to center ice, but looks like it deflects out of play into the Fort Wayne bench as we get a whistle 7 seconds into the second period. Looks like the draw is going to be back in the Grizzlies zone. Will Cranley has good size, 6'4", 195 pounds. He makes his Grizzlies debut tonight. Wedman will take the draw. He's got 15 points in 20 games coming into play tonight. Fort Wayne wins the faceoff. Connor Corcoran, right point, righty shot. And it goes high off the glass as he tried to go glove side on Cranley. Puck at center ice. Stapley skates in. He gets back checked by Wedman. Wedman slides it back to center ice. Wickers back in Grizzlies territory over to Mayhew. Mayhew fans on a pass. Puck goes back to the Utah blue line as as Moisan gets back checked by Gallant. He takes the puck. Gallant crosses center ice, fires it in as towards the near side. Fort Wayne along the wall. Grizzlies literally try to kick it to the near corner and goes back to the right point. Mayhew spins it along the wall. Stapley lets it go towards the far wing corner as Gallant being shadowed by Corcoran. Gallant drops it off, and Wickers gets hit as looked like Gallant tried to drop it off for Wickers. Komets carried it in. Moisan centering pass out in front goes wide. Grizzlies, is it going to be a penalty? No. Well, it looks like, Grizzlies keep playing as Grizz got away with one maybe. Utah crosses center ice. They drive it in as the centering pass looked like it was going to connect, and the Grizzlies toppled over the Komet player. As Komets back in their own end, skating from right to left as they move it out to center ice. Puck bounced off of Penner's stick. Penner will kick it to the left side. Now they're trying to get it back to Penner. High slot. He couldn't reach it. Komets cross center ice, left wing pass connects. Komets left circle, shot goes wide as they fanned on it. Yoon might have gotten a stick in the way of the shot that was taken by Carl Berglund. Draws a scrum over on the left side. Grizzlies skate around Cranley's net towards the near side. Near wing pass towards Penner. Penner trying to clear it out. Komets keep it in. Fort Wayne right side, tried to center to bounce off a Grizzlies stick, and that was Jacob Semick, and it goes towards the Grizzlies backboard. Cranley looks over his left shoulder. Grizz win the battle along the boards as Utah lifts it high into the air, bounces in Komets territory, skating over towards the far side and blowing a tire. Couldn't quite tell who that was as the Komets high slot, slide it towards the near side, puck it neutralized. Grizzlies throw it back in. Corcoran feeds it ahead. Now Fort Wayne back in their own end. 17:42 and counting left in the second. Still 2-0 Komets. As Fort Wayne enters from the right side, they dump it off the backboards. Grizzlies chase after it. As Thomas over in the far corner, 2-on-2 scrum. Fort Wayne tries to escape the pile. Thomas behind the net. The pile just kind of wobbles behind Cranley. Marcinkevic skates over there to survey. Puck goes back to the far corner. Fort Wayne will kick it off a Grizzly skate and roll towards Cranley. And now we got some pushing and shoving as Corey Thomas is battling with Matt Wedman. Wedman hacked away at Cranley as Cranley was covering it up, and Thomas takes up for his teammates. As the two linesmen have broken it up, Wedman just was asking for it as he was just whacking away at Cranley. And Thomas said, hey, that's my goalie. Don't do that, man. 17-17 left in the second. His linesman quickly broke it up. Wedman's like, what did I do? He just hacked away at the goalie. That's what you did. As after the whistle, Thomas made sure Wedman was able to stay away from Cranley as there was some pushing and looked like Wedman was thinking about dropping the gloves. He's kind of shaking the hand a little bit. And then the linesman stepped in before anything could happen. It looked like Wedman was laughing. Thomas making sure to protect Cranley. Looks like no penalties either way. As draws going to be in the far circle. 17-17 left in the second. Looks like the Komets have taken one shot here in the second period. Grizz yet to take one on Tyler Parks. As a draw won by the Grizzlies, Thomas slides it behind Utah's net. Fort Wayne ships it out in front. As the puck towards the waist, Wedman swings and misses. Grizzlies cross center. As Thomas delivers a hit as Fort Wayne was trying to throw it in. Now the Komets will carry it into the zone the right side. As Messner delivers a hit, Fort Wayne feeds it to the left circle. As Cormier gets it back up top, left wing shot is blocked by Cutler. Now left side, Wedman shot saved by Cranley. Rebound goes towards the far side. Komets kick it around the net. Thomas gathers it, and he feeds it to the far side. Utah's still on their own end, skating from left to right. They try to move it ahead to Cutler. He gets held up around the Utah blue line. Wedman re-enters. Cutler delivers a hit. As Wedman gets divorced from the puck, Grizzlies behind their net. Quinn Wicker skates towards the near corner. He gets it. So gallop towards the Utah blue line. Now backhand pass goes off the screen. Fort Wayne gets it. Right wing pass, Komets enter. Right circle, righty shot. And it's blocked away by Cranley towards the near corner. Dean Yakura gets hit. Yakura in a one-on-one battle. Now it's 2-on-2 in the near corner. Fort Wayne gets held up along the near wall as the Komets kick it to the left circle as the puck goes airborne. Now Sidlowski gets the left circle. Righty shot. Saved by Cranley. As the puck kicked towards the middle, Sidlowski was able to get it as Cranley holds on with 16:06 left in the second. Sidlowski was to the left side, got a pass, and Cranley made a big save. Komets up to 18 shots. Utah's taken 8. 16:06 left in the second. It's still 2-0. Make sure to follow the Grizzlies on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok and Snapchat. I'm on X at Tyson on Sports. This looks like that fan having a good time. And it looks like the parents a little bit perturbed as to what they saw. Or maybe they're just laughing it off. I don't know. If you're on YouTube, I'm not really sure how to describe what that fan was doing. Draws going to be the near circle as Zalowski takes it. He wins it. Fort Wayne right side as they fire it off the backboard towards Cranley. As Mozan gets boxed out by Utah. Grizz will cross center ice skating from left to right. Utah gets hit at neutral ice. Komets come back with the puck. Fort Wayne skates in 1-on-2. Make that 2-on-2. They drop it off to the left circle. Corcoran, righty shot. Saved by Cranley. He holds on as Will Cranley has now stopped 17 of 19. 15:45 left in the second. Fort Wayne still leads 2-0. Same teams tomorrow night. Different start time. Game's going to start at 5:30 in the Mountain Time Zone, 7:30 locally in Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne is 4-5-1-1 at home this year. The Grizzlies are 0-7 on the road. But Utah's been a pretty good team at Maverick Center with a record of 8-5. Draws in the near circle. And it's won by Utah as Penner took the faceoff for the Grizz. Wickers moves out to the far side. Now goes back towards Penner. Penner at center ice crossed the red line. Now he chips it in as he was crossing the blue. Puck to the near corner. Penner delivers a hit as Grizz feed it up top. Mayhew right point fires towards the net. Saved by Parks. Rebound goes out to the far side. Cormier moves it out to center ice. Fort Wayne overskates it as Raby chips it off the far wing boards. Goes back over to Mayhew. Mayhew at the Utah blue line, slides it ahead. Grizz cross center. Karan lost it. Moisan gains the line. He tried to get to the left circle. Mayhew pokes it away. Moisan centers it. Penner kicks to the right point. As Fort Wayne still in the attack zone. Right wing shot goes wide. Might have been more of a pass than a shot as the Komets feed it up top to the left point. Johnson slides it across. Corcoran dances around and gets it back to Johnson at the near point. Johnson skeets towards the corner but stays in the point, being shadowed by Raby. As Johnson moves it ahead, as getting hit is Jack Gorniak. Jack Gorniak out there on the ice wearing number 10, as goes over Jack Dugan, as Dugan was battling along the far boards. Bouncing puck at center ice. Komets get it back as Fort Wayne feeds it back in onto Cranley. Cranley makes the save in the crease and holds on. As the whistle blows with 14:31 left in the second. Fort Wayne up to 20 shots according to the score bug. Grizzlies have taken 9. So one shot for the Grizzlies here in the second period. Draw is going to be in the Grizzlies zone near circle. And congratulations to whoever won that free pizza. Or whatever that was, that prize. As looks like an Eagle mascot's along the near side. Fort Wayne wins the draw, lefty shot, and it's blocked out in front of Cranley. As Dugan around the net towards the far side lets it go as it ricochets off the far wall. As Fort Wayne battles 2-on-3. Now they throw it behind the net as Fort Wayne kicks it towards Dugan. Dugan, 3 years in the AHL, right side, dances around, Semick shadowing him. Dugan skates back towards the point, now drops it off. As Fort Wayne right circle working on some systems in practice earlier this week as Dugan feeds it back towards the middle. Fort Wayne's shot is blocked. Grizz move it ahead. Utah moves it to center ice right side. Cutler gains the line, veers off to the left. He gets to Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz backhand shot saved by Parks. Rebound gets kicked towards the near wing boards. Puck goes back up top, bouncing puck. Thomas couldn't corral it. It goes out to center ice. Thomas skates back towards his blue line. Now he chips to his right for Marcinkiewicz at the center ice logo. Left wing pass is picked off by Fort Wayne. Komets make a line change. Their bench is on the far side as we see it. Grizzlies bench is on the near side. As Fort Wayne dumps it in, 6.5 minutes into the second period, Komets still lead 2-0. Nobody is scored here so far in the second. As Utah, their blue line, Jordan Stone backhands it deeper into Komets territory. Now Stone gets it back and he fires it in. Parks cuts it off behind his net. He wears number 41 as he moves it towards the far side. Now Fort Wayne kicks it out to center ice. Komets move it in. Cormier drops it off. High slot. Lefty shot. Saved by Cranley. A Komet player goes down. The Grizzlies are going to get a penalty. It looked like as the shot was taken from the high slot, Fort Wayne got blasted, and it looked like somebody tried to slash Brett Stapley after the whistle. Maybe it was Stapley. As a Fort Wayne player, it looks like he's slow to get up, and that's Matt Wedman. As Wedman was firing away, and the Grizzlies are going to get a penalty as Wedman got blasted as he was taking a shot. And even 13 minutes are left in the second period. Looks like Fort Wayne's going to be on the power play when we come back in 45 seconds on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
At Smith's, shop Kroger brand products for all of your favorite things this holiday season. Because our proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
And even 13 minutes left in the second period. We're checking to see the ECHL app if they'll show who's going to the box for Utah. We believe it might be Brett Stapley. As Komets will be on the face-off for the second time tonight. As Stapley was in the slot, they show the replay as Wedman was walking towards the middle. He took a shot, and it's not Stapley. Nathan Burke blasted Wedman as Wedman was following through, taking the shot. So that's what it was. It was Nathan Burke that delivered the hit, and then for whatever reason, somebody looked like they went after Stapley, which Stapley was near Burke after the whistle. So Burke, we believe, gets the penalty as he threw a big hit at Matt Wedman as Wedman was taking the shot. So it's going to be a Fort Wayne power play. Burke gets 2 minutes for elbowing, and even 7 minutes into the second period. Draw's going to be in the near circle. Fort Wayne leads 2-0. Komets have 22 shots. Grizzlies have taken 11. As Carl Berglund will take the draw, and it's won by puck stays at the circle. Utah wins it. Wickers will clear it out. Corcoran chases after it. Parks will kick it to Corcoran, who skates around Parks' net as Corcoran will skate down the middle. Left wing pass as Cormier crosses center ice after accepting the pass. He moves it ahead. Berglund throws it around Utah's net. Now it goes back to Berglund near side. He gets challenged by Utah. Puck slides to the left point. Komets keep it in. Corcoran over to Cormier, skates towards the left circle, drops it up. Berglund over to Corcoran, who feeds it to his right. Komets, righty shot goes wide off the backboard. Fort Wayne keeps it in as Corcoran over to the near goal line. Now back to the left circle as Fort Wayne will dance around, and now they get it back to the near goal line. Komets kick it in as it bounced off of Mayhew as the Komets near goal line as Linden feeds up top. Tur Linden centers it. They bobble it. Utah gets it and clears it out. Does Kyle Mayhew as Parks behind his net. Cron chasing after him as Parks moves it ahead. As the Komets carry it out to center ice as they made a line change. Adam Moisan gains the line, drops off in the right point. Now they get to the high slot. Nobody home as it goes back to center ice. Fort Wayne back at their blue line, chips it ahead. As the Komets stump it in, and Jake Chissen chases after it. Puck behind Utah's net as Yoon fires it towards the near side. Now it goes back over. Another Grizzly backhands it out. Couldn't quite tell who it was. As Parks behind his net. 11:25 and counting left in the second. And 23 seconds left in the power play. Komets get to neutral ice. They carry it across the red line. Now they chip it in from neutral ice. Moisan chases after it. Yoon has a kick off his stick on to Cranley, who covers up and stops play with 11:13 left in the second. 13 seconds left in the power play. This looks like the unofficial kiss cam. Oh, what a nice couple that is. Must be nice, eh? As Draw's going to be over in the near circle. I'm sporting kind of a similar looking beard to that fan here tonight. I don't know. I've been talked into growing out a beard. I'm not sure how good it's looking, though. 2-0 Komets, 11:13 left in the second. As looks like the Komet gets kicked out of the faceoff circle. Jack Gorniak, wearing number 20, 1 goal and 1 assist in 19 games, will take the draw. As Wedman was kicked out of the circle. Fort Wayne wins the draw. They feed it to the right side. Lefty shot is blocked away about 10 feet in front of Cranley. And now it goes to the right side. Coming out of the box in 5 seconds is Nathan Burke. As Burke is out of the box right now. Successful penalty kill by the Grizzlies. As still 2-0 Fort Wayne. Left wing pass crosses center ice. Matt Wedman gains the line. He gets poked away by Stapley. Wedman behind the net. Stapley, we get a whistle. It's another penalty. Boy, who's it going to be on? Slashing's a call. Is it going to be on the Grizzlies? I don't know. And they cut away, of course. So there's a penalty on the play. Looks like slashing was a call as the Komets dumped it in, and there was looked like a 2-on-2 battle behind Cranley as there's 10:49 left in the second. Now the big question is the penalty on Utah or is it on Fort Wayne? As looks like a pretty good Friday night crowd over in Fort Wayne. Draws give me the Grizzlies, so it's another penalty on Utah. Fort Wayne goes back to the power play as an unidentified Grizzly is in the box. We don't see who's in the box for Utah. We believe we saw a slashing call by the referee, J.R. Strager. As Wedman once again kicked out of the face-off circle, Carl Berglund will take the drop. Berglund wins it. It bounces to Corcoran left side. He feeds it back to the right. Komets on a power play. They get it back to Berglund. Berglund back to the far circle. Komets chip it across. It's Brett Stapley in the box. As Stapley's in there for 2 minutes. We believe slashing. As Stapley looks at himself on the Jumbotron. As now there's 10:27 left in the second. We're back to live action. As Fort Wayne surveys is Cormier's already got 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. Centering pass bounces off of Cranley. Grizzlies get it and clear it out. Fort Wayne back in the near corner. Tyler Parks gets it to Jack Dugan, who skates around Fort Wayne's net. Komets attack from right to left. Dugan crosses center ice. Now he gains the line, chips to his left. Wedman drops it off to the right side. Pass connects as Berglund will back out to the point. Berglund across to Corcoran. One-timer, and it bounces off of Yoon. Grizzlies get it, and they backhand it out of the zone. Brian Yoon sacrificing his body on that racket as Grizzlies probably make a line change halfway through the scheduled 60 minutes. Komets lead 2-0. 1 goal and 1 assist for Alexis Dahu and Xavier Cormier. Komets cross center ice. They gained the line. Left point, Sidlowski will bounce it off the corner onto Cranley as centering pass Moisan shot saved by Cranley. As it looked like the puck hit the corner and then kicked back towards Cranley. And then towards the right side, Moisan got it. He fired away, but Cranley was able to make the save. 9:32 left in the second. Komets up to 26 shots. Grizzlies have taken 11. They don't have the time of the penalty left on the score bug, so it's late in the power play as Brett Stapley got the penalty. 9:11 into the second as Fort Wayne's still on the man advantage. As draws in the far circle, won by the Grizz. As Quinn Wickers will clear it out. Fort Wayne chases after it. Tyler Parks lets it go. It's in the restricted area. Jack Johnson skates around his net, make that Jake Johnson. As he drops it off as the Komets cross center ice as they enter the zone right side. As Fort Wayne drops it off for Jake, don't call me Jack Johnson. Over to the left side, one-timer, saved by Cranley. As that blast was taken by Dahu, who already has 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. 9:09 left in the second. And really considering how busy Will Cranley's been in the first half of this game, he's looked pretty solid, stopping 25 of 27. We believe, trying to do some basic math, Stapley got the penalty 9:11 in as draw won by the Komets, as looks like they're still on the power play. Right wing shot saved by Cranley. Everybody hacking away. Wickers is behind the goal line. He is in the net. Cranley looks like he has held on. And even 9 minutes left in the second period. There's a big pile in front. Looks like Wickers shaking his wrist. Looks like Cranley was shaking his wrist as well, as Wickers is sitting in the Grizzlies' net, flexing his wrist. Hopefully he's okay. Like Grizzlies doing a good job hanging in there. And even 9 minutes left in the second, as the draw looks like it's going to be in the far circle. As Fort Wayne will make a change. A shot was taken, and then it looked like Cranley had it at his ankle. I don't think he knew where it was. And 2 Grizzlies skated over there trying to make sure that Cranley didn't put it in the back of his own net. As Fort Wayne wins the face-off, as they'll throw it off the far wing boards. Looks like they're still on the power play for a couple seconds. Right wing shot is blocked out in front. Cranley might have gotten a piece of it. He's now stopped 26 of 28. Grizzlies out to center ice down the middle. Gallant drops it off as Stapley's out of the box. Successful penalty kill by the Grizzlies. Far side, now Stapley feeds it out in front. It's picked off by Fort Wayne. Linden slides it ahead as the Komets drifted off the near wing boards. At the Utah blue line, Grizz move it back to center ice. Fort Wayne gathers it again as they enter from the left side. As they skate to the left circle, lefty shot saved by Cranley. That was taken by Nolan Vulcan, who's got 4 goals this season. Will Cranley's been busy, but it looks like he's been outstanding for Utah. as we get a whistle and a timeout. 8:24 left in the second. Fort Wayne leads Utah 2-0. Grizz 2 successful penalty kills here in the period on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Welcome back to Grizzlies hockey. Fort Wayne leads 2-0. They scored 2 goals in the first 13 minutes of play. Alexis Dahu got his 8th of the year, 145 in, and Xavier Cormier, 13:02, made it 2-0. Grizzlies with 2 successful penalty kills in the second period, but Fort Wayne has had a lot of offensive zone time as they have outshot the Grizzlies 29-11. Fort Wayne 15 shots in the first and 14 in the second. Utah 8 shots in the first and 3 in the second. Matt Wedman, once again, is kicked out of the faceoff circle. He's doing his best Michael Pellick impersonation. As Xavier Cormier, who's already got a 2-point game, 1 goal and 1 assist, will take the draw. As we believe it's Brett Stapley taking the faceoff for Utah, and it is. As the draw kind of stays in the circle for a while, Fort Wayne gets it. Slot, righty shot, hits the post. Rebound shot and a score. And it looks like it's Cormier getting a second of the game as Dahu took the shot, racked it off the near post, and Xavier Cormier gets the rebound and have a night. No goals in 14 games this season. He has picked up 2 here in his 15th game of the year, and Dahu's probably going to get another assist. It's now 3-0 Komets. They've got 3 goals on 30 shots. As this one, unfortunately, based on puck possession and everything else, is starting to get away from the Grizzlies. As they show the replay in slow motion. Dahu took the shot and hit the near post, went between Cranley's legs towards the slot, and putting it away is Cormier. As it's 3-0, and it's been the Dahu and Cormier show for Fort Wayne. As they show the replay once again, 8:02 left in the second. Announced attendance is 6,777, 6,777. 8:02 left in the second. Draw is going to be in the Fort Wayne zone. As must have been icing on the Komets or something like that. As Cutler will take the draw. He's out there with Messner to his left and Marcin Kevics to his right. Defensive pairing is Wickers and Mayhew. Draw won by Fort Wayne. They lead by a field goal, 3-0. As far side, scrum. Grizzlies looking to get on the board as 2-on-2 battle. Messner over there. Cutler skates towards the backboards. He gets held up by a Komet. Marcin Kevics trying to get it back to Cutler. Fort Wayne picks it off. They carry it out to center ice. Komets gain center and lift it in. Right circle as Fort Wayne along the near boards as they'll tap it off the back wall as the puck rolls towards Cranley. Semick cuts it off. He drives it back towards Mayhew's behind Utah's net. Mayhew, first full season as a pro at the University of Denver. Now it goes to Semick. Make that Quinn Wickers. Wickers, number 12. He's in front of his own net. Now he gets to Mayhew on the near side. Grizzlies trying to play a game of puck possession as Mayhew gets towards center ice and chips it off the boards. Near side, Raby dumps it in as it goes back over to Xavier Bernard. He feeds it to center ice off the boards. Thomas delivers a big hit. Puck rolls towards Cranley. Play continues. Grizzlies, right wing pass towards Cron. He moves ahead to Raby. Raby enters, centering pass out in front towards Penner. It goes past him towards the far corners. Look like the puck lifted on Raby a little bit as Raby holds up. Penner in the area, but it goes back to the Komets. They get to Corcoran near side. He corks it out to center ice. Komets enter 2-on-2. They stop at the right point, skate towards their left. Fort Wayne now down the middle. Utah chips it away. Cron gets a stick held up as Penner will carry it out to center ice. Penner, left side, crosses center, tried to dump it in, didn't get very far. Komets back in their offensive zone as they cross the line, right point. They roll it around for Bernard, who kicks to the right side. Pass doesn't connect. It goes to the right side. They throw it to Johnson, left point. His shot is blocked. Grizzlies carry it out to center ice as Penner drives it in. Grizzlies make a line change. Parks hands it off to Saprika, who's got 1 assist tonight. As they advance to center ice, right wing pass, Comet center, right point, as Fort Wayne cuts towards the net. As the Komets from the right side roll it around Utah's net towards the near side, as now they throw it back to the right. Somebody off the screen will get to Saprika, high slot, lefty shot is sticked away. I think it might have been a Fort Wayne stick. As right side, Wedman drops it off. Fort Wayne, far circle, lefty shot is blocked away. A lot of traffic out in front of Cranley as the Komets kick it back to the near corner. Jack Gorniak wearing number 20. He's being shadowed by Hume as Gorniak gets a screen by Dugan, no call. As puck still in the corner, Gorniak being shadowed by Hume. Gorniak now skeets towards the point. He gets dragged down by Karan. As Utah moves ahead, left point. Komets keep it in. Righty shot is blocked away. Grizz throw it to Cutler, who moves it to center ice. Utah will chip it in from center ice. Looks like Aragon didn't get very far as Stapley carries it in right side. Now he veers off to the left. He gets on 2 knees. Now he's back to his feet. He slides it to Mayhew, right point. Mayhew has a bounce off his stick. He gets it back. Now near goal line, Burke shot. And it hits off of Parks and flips high into the air. It bounces. Fort Wayne will clear it out. Puck on its side. Mayhew gathers it. He moves it ahead. Hot pass. Bounces off of Stapley. Goes back to Fort Wayne. Komets chip it off the far wing boards. Puck glides towards Cranley. He lets it go towards the back wall. Cranley has a bounce off of Comet. Another Grizzly gets it. And Stapley moves it out to center ice down the middle. As Wickers gains the line. Veers off to the left point. Now he wraps it around the wall. As Stapley, right side. Throws it across, but the puck stays along the near boards. Now he throws it in the near goal line for Burke. Burke around Fort Wayne's net. As Burke feeds it out in front to Gallant. Glanced off his stick, rolls towards the far circle. Fort Wayne will loft it out to center ice. Grizz get it back. Utah, right wing pass to Gallant. He skates towards the right circle. Righty shot. Saved by Parks. As looked like Gallant tried to go 5-hole. Parks closed it up, and he makes a save with 4:14 left in the second. It's Fort Wayne 3, Utah nothing. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Fort Wayne leads Utah 3-0. They led 2-0 after 1. Then Xavier Cormier got a second of the game, 11:43 in. Alexis Dahu with the assist, as well as Matt Wedman. So Dahu with 1 goal and 1 assist, and Cormier with 2 goals and 1 assist. Matt Wedman has 2 assists and a +3 rating. Draws game in the near circle as Cole Gallant took a shot from the right side that Parks made a save on before we went to break. Utah, 8 shots in the first, 7 in the second. Tyler Penner and Mick Messner each lead the way with 3 shots. 2 shots for Marcin Kevics, and then a bunch of other Grizzlies with 1 shot on goal. Draws in the near circle. Brandon Cutler will take it. Cutler, 14 points this year, 6 goals and 8 assists. Once again, Wedman, for the 4th time this period, is kicked out of the faceoff circle. A Michael Pellick specialist, as Pellick always got kicked out of the faceoff circle, it seemed like, when he was a member of the Grizzlies. As now Cutler's kicked out of the circle, Marcin Kevics will take the draw. Marcin Kevics played in 5 games of Michigan Tech earlier this year. It's his 4th game as a pro. As Fort Wayne wins the draw, Corcoran slides it towards the far side as the Komets. Matt Wedman gains the line, right side. Right circle, Wedman gets it around Semick. Semick pokes it away. Right point, Komets keep it in. They fire towards Cranley. It gets redirected and goes wide as it hits off the protective netting, and we get a whistle with 3:58 left in the second. So draws going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Utah's 8-12 this season. All 8 victories coming at Maverick Center. As looks like that usher is living her best life. Like she's having an outstanding time tonight. She is dancing her heart out. As there's 3:58 left in the second. I guess that's what happens in Fort Wayne when you're on camera. You're on stage, and it looks like if this doesn't go viral, I don't know what is. As Utah wins the draw, Semick clears it out to center ice. Messner gets hit. As now Messner pushes along with Bernard. Bernard slides to his left. As the Komets re-enter, Wedman drops it off. Wide open left side, Moisan. Righty shot. Saved by Cranley. As they found a shooter all alone. I think it was Dahu actually with a folded up jersey. He fired away from the left side, but Cranley makes the stop. Will Cranley has stopped 29 of 32 as he's been very busy. He's seen just about a full game's worth of shots here in 2 periods. And quite frankly, he's looked pretty good. 3:43 left in the second. It's 3-0 Komets. Draws going to be in the near circle. Linden, Ture, his first name. Linden, who played his college hockey at Penn State. He'll take the draw against Tyler Penner. Penner, the third-year pro at Colgate. As Linden looks like he's kicked out of the face-off circle. As now taking the draw will be Sean Sidlowski. Sidlowski, number 27. He's played just under 500 games with the Komets all time. As Utah wins the draw. Stone over to Thomas, who moves it ahead. Now center ice, Fort Wayne throws it back towards the Grizzlies. It goes behind Stone, who hustles after it. As Thomas gallops after it, he throws to the far side. Now Penner crosses center ice and dumps it in. Penner got spun around as he was dumping it in. As Corcoran back behind his net gets tripped up. Turnover, left side, Grizzlies shot. Saved by Parks. Rebound, shot, and a score. Fort Wayne turned it over, and the Grizzlies connect. Everybody skates towards Tyler Penner, and Penner gets his second of the year. As Utah gets on the board, it's now a 3-1 game. Penner high-fives everybody on the Grizzlies bench. As the Grizzlies Iron Man finds the back of the net. As there was a big turnover, Penner took the shot from the right side. Parks made the save, and then Parks was laying on his backside. He was sitting on the ice. Puck bounced off his glove. Penner about chest high, or maybe shoulder. I don't know where it was. It was about a letter high. Was able to poke it in the back of the net. Fort Wayne is going to argue that Penner played it with a high stick. But it doesn't look like a call is going to be made. I don't think that's a reviewable play. Tyler Penner gets his second of the year as the Grizzlies with 3:19 left in the second get on the board. Yeah, Penner took the shot. It bounced off of Parks' glove. Penner, we'll say it's about jersey logo high as he backhanded it in. As Grizz back in their own zone as we're back to live action. 3:08 left in the second. Komets lead 3-1 as Penner got his second of the year. Utah left point, dumps it in as Fort Wayne around their net will bounce it off a Grizzly. Utah chips to the right side. And now it goes back to the near corner. Grizz in the attack zone. Stapley drops off for Burke, who will fire it off the backboards. Gallant feeds it out in front. It goes past Stapley onto the left side as Mayhew skates towards the far side, trying to center it. It bounced off the skate of a Komet as Mayhew feeds it back to the left point. Gallant wraps it around the boards. We get a whistle as play stops with 2:40. There was a lot of action out in front of Parks. And puck must have bounced off the boards onto Parks as play stops with 2:40 left in the second. Let's see if we'll get the assists on the Penner goal on the ECHL app as the Grizzlies Iron Man appearing in his 188th consecutive game if you count the playoffs, 164 in the regular season. So Penner will get the goal as second of the year as Parks was literally sitting down on the ice. Right now it's listed as unassisted, 16:41, and we'll keep you updated to see if an assist gets added. Grizzlies win the draw. They center it. It bounced off a Grizz skate onto the near corner. Utah in the attack zone. Cody Cron will bounce it off the linesman as it rolls towards the far corner. Penner back to Raby. Raby back to Penner. The Grizzlies goal scorer tonight. He's the opt-in first goal of the game scorer. Back to Penner. Make that Raby. Now Cron behind the net. Cron feeds it up top. Grizzlies bobbled and exits the zone as Quinn Wickers was trying to catch the hot pass. He'll slide it to Mayhew. Now back to Wickers. He's in the Grizzlies zone, far circle. He slides it ahead to Cron. Cron moves the left wing pass towards Raby, who gets hit. Komets get the puck. They skate towards their left in their own zone. Less than 2 minutes left in the second. Fort Wayne carries it across center ice left wing, and they chip it in. As Cranley behind his net will move it to the near corner. Fort Wayne hustles after it as Raby delivers a hit. Now Mayhew with the puck gets it back towards Raby and make that Penner. Penner gets to center ice right wing. He chips it to the left corner. Komets chase after it. Number 71, Martin Haas. It looked like Haas was a scratch, but it looks like he's in there. Must have been a late addition to the lineup. As Grizz, far side, move a blue line to blue line pass. Utah dumps it in. 1.5 minutes left in the second. Komets throw it off the near wing boards. Right side, Yoon ships it around. Behind the net, Brandon Cutler. East to the left side. Cutler fires towards the net, and Parks makes a save. Rebound goes to Fort Wayne. Diagonal pass to the right. Ricochets off the boards. Fort Wayne in the corner gets shadowed by Yoon. Komets right point, skates toward their left. Fort Wayne to the left side will backhand it to the near corner. Puck rolls behind Cranley's net. As Fort Wayne, right side, centering pass, shot, and a score. As looks like Dahu gets the goal, his second of the game. It's been the Dahu and Cormier show. Dahu now with 2 goals and 2 assists. As he high-fives everybody on the Komets bench. 58 seconds left in the second. It's now a 4-1 game. Alexis Dahu, his last name, D''Aoust. And that spells Komets goals. And Komets goals in bunches here tonight. As Fort Wayne got to the right side, as Dahu was skating towards the circle and looked like a one-timer. The pass, well, let's see who got him the pass. And might have been Gorniak, number 20, that got him the pass. It was Gorniak. Now make that Cormier. Cormier got the pass to Dahu. Of course it was Cormier. Those two have done everything for Fort Wayne tonight. We're back to live action on Flow Sports. 37 seconds left. Komets left side, and they re-enter the zone. As near circle, Grizzlies will lift it out to Gallant. Gallant slides to his left. Grizzlies enter the zone, looking for momentum. Left side, lefty shot. Saved by Parks. I think that shot was taken by Mayhew, and Parks makes the save with 24 seconds left in the second period. So it's been the Cormier and Dahu show, as they've really dominated play here tonight. Looked like Dahu with the goal, Cormier with the assist. So both guys have 2 goals, 2 assists, and they're both a +4 tonight. Both have taken 6 shots. Wonder if their AHL affiliates looking for a couple forwards. Those two would certainly be good candidates. Holy cow, they've had a night. 24 seconds left in the second. Fort Wayne leads 4-1. Komets win the faceoff. They skate from right to left in the second. Fort Wayne 2-on-2 re-enters the zone. Grizzlies will one-hand it, and now they carry it out of the zone. Good poke check by the Grizz as Mayhew slides it in. Less than 10 seconds left in the period. Puck glides towards the far side. Komets, do they keep it in? Looks like the whistle blows, and the puck must have been played with a high stick. There's a Grizzly on one knee. Cody Cron looks like he wants to get after a Komet. A penalty's probably called. It was Raby that was on one knee. He must have got hit away from the screen. I imagine Fort Wayne's going to get a penalty there. It looked like Karan wanted to go after somebody. It is going to be a penalty on Fort Wayne. Matt Wedman must have delivered a hit on Dakota Raby as Wedman's going to the box. As CDE sitting next to the backup goaltender tonight. I think that's Brachu, Brett Brachu, the backup goaltender. I don't know if anybody's going in for the Grizzlies. There's 4.7 seconds left here in the second period. As Draw's going to be in the Komets zone. And looks like the Grizzlies are going to have a deficit going into the third. Stapley will take the draw. He's got Cutler to his right. And I think that's Burke to his left. There's a draw won by the Grizz. Cutler kicks up top. As Utah fires a righty shot, it's blocked. And that will do it for 40 minutes of play. And it's been the Xavier Cormier and Alexis Dahu show. Both guys have 2 goals, 2 assists. They're a +4, and they've each taken 6 shots. We believe the Grizzlies are going to start the third period on a power play. Will Cranley has certainly been busy. He's allowed 4 goals on 33 shots. He's hung in there, though, as a lot of the shots, that one on the one-timer from the right side that was taken by Dahu that's going to get scored on just about anybody. So Grizzlies going to need a third period comeback, as once again, the Grizzlies are facing a second intermission deficit on the road. We'll come back and recap the first 2 periods. Once again, after 40 minutes, it's Fort Wayne 4, Utah 1 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
At Smith's, shop Kroger brand products for all of your favorite things this holiday season. Because our proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Smith's, fresh.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Welcome back to Grizzlies Hockey. We're hanging out in the Grizz Cave at Maverick Center. Utah has 2 time zones to our right over in the Eastern time zone. I got to say, though, the Mountain time zone is certainly the best in terms of watching sports. Games don't start too early and they don't end too late. This one started late at 8 o'clock. Fort Wayne got on the board 1:45 in. As let's recap the scoring through the first 2 periods. Alexis Dahu, at least that's what the pronunciation guide says is how to say his last name, D''Aoust. And apparently that means big-time goal scorer tonight, as he's got his 8th of the year with Xavier Cormier and Cameron Suprika getting the assists. Cormier made it a 2-0 game. He scored 13:02 in. It's his first goal of the season. Matt Wedman and Dahu with the assists. Fort Wayne led 2-0 after 1 period. They outshot the Grizzlies 15-8. Cormier got a second of the game, 11:43 into the second period with Dahu and Wedman getting the assist. Wedman has 2 assists and is also a +4 along with Dahu and Cormier. That made it 3-0. Grizzlies got on the board. Utah put some pressure on, and then Penner took a shot from what looked to be the left side and bounced off of Parks. Parks ended up not on his backside. He was sitting down on his backside. Like he was just sitting down as if it were a leisurely Sunday afternoon. And he was in one of those folded up chairs. He was just sitting down on the ice. Penner, now Fort Wayne fans would probably say, you know what, that one looked a little bit high. For the Grizzlies fans, it looked like it was just right. And so the puck was in the air, flipping around, and Penner got it about, I'd say, jersey logo high, and just kind of backhanded it past Parks, who was sitting down. Now, Parks is 6'6", so he can still occupy some space. But Penner was able to put it in the back of the net. Right now, it's listed as unassisted. I wonder if they might end up adding an assist. The other forwards on the ice were Dakota Raby and Cody Cron. The other guys who got pluses on that play were Jordan Stone and Corey Thomas. So it's possible somebody might have gotten assists on that Penner goal. Right now it's listed as unassisted as the Grizzlies Iron Man gets his 2nd of the year. And Penner is the Optum first goal of the game scorer. Optum is committed to making healthcare work better, leading the way to better experiences, better health, and lower costs for you. So Tyler Penner's the Optum first goal of the game scorer. If you picked him, congratulations. That made it a 3-1 game. But then with 59 seconds left in the second period, 19:01 in, Xavier Cormier was behind his net, behind Utah's net, and then chipped it to the right side. Dahu had skated towards the right side, got a pass, and then one-timed it past Cranley to make it 4-1. So Dahu gets his 2nd of the game and 9th of the season. Cormier with his 2nd assist of the night and 10th of the season. And it looks like they've also given an assist to the goaltender, Tyler Parks. So Parks will also get an assist on that Dahu goal. I think it's his first assist of the season. We'd have to check kind of the extended stats to see where that ranks in terms of assists this season for Tyler Parks. But the Fort Wayne goaltender gets an assist on the goal late in the first period. It's actually a 2nd assist this year for Tyler Parks, the Fort Wayne goaltender, who has spent some time in the AHL And when he's been in this league, he's been one of the league's best. So Fort Wayne leads 4-1. If you're looking for positives, I thought the Grizzlies penalty kill unit looked strong. They are 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. They're 0 for 2 on the power play, but I think the Grizzlies penalty kill has been on point here tonight, and they had to kill 2 penalties in the second period. It was almost back-to-back. Burke got an elbowing minor exactly 7 minutes into the second period, and 11 seconds after he came out of the box, Brett Stapley got a slashing minor 9-11 in. So Grizzlies just about had 4 straight minutes worth of penalty kill, and they did a pretty solid job on the PK. That's probably been the best part of the Grizzlies' performance tonight. Tyler Penner, as Utah's lone goalie, also leads the Grizzlies with 5 shots tonight. Mick Messner has 3. Patrick Marcinkiewicz has 2 shots, and then 1 shot each for Kyle Mayhew, Semick, Stone, Raby, Burke, Gallant, Karan, and Cutler, all with 1 shot here tonight. Quinn Wickers in his Grizzlies debut is yet to take a shot. He's a -1 tonight. Wickers has displayed good size, obviously 6'4", 215. He looks every bit of that. He hasn't played since late October, so it's possible he might not play nearly as much as the top defensive line player probably would. They might ease him into it a little bit because he hasn't played in game action in more than a month. He played in 3 games in October with the Wheeling Nailers. The name might be familiar to people who follow the Grizzlies' opponents, as he did play in the Mountain Division the last 2 years as a member of the Rapid City Rush. He was acquired in a trade earlier this week for Jordan Martell. Martell, we believe, is making his Wheeling debut tonight wearing number 51, kind of an odd number for him. Martell, he scored the 4th goal of the game. He scored on the power play, 11:46 in. So Jordan Martell, who had 6 goals for Utah earlier this season, in his Wheeling debut, scored a third-period power play goal. Wheeling defeated Indy. That game has now gone final 4-1. We'll come back and give you some of the other scores from around the league. Well, it looks like Allen is up 3-0 over Kansas City. We'll tell you about some of the other scores from around the league and some NHL scores as well. Second intermission over at Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, and the Komets lead the Grizzlies 4-1 as Xavier Cormier and Alexis Dahu each have 2 goals and 2 assists. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
Second intermission, Fort Wayne leads Utah 4-1. Some other action in the league. Games have gone final. Adirondack defeats Newfoundland 5-3. Reading gets a 5-2 victory over Worcester. That game's gone final. Reading gets their 7th victory of the season. Norfolk is a 4-1 winner over Trois-Rivières. How about the Norfolk Admirals? They're off to a pretty good start. They were in last place last season. And this year, they now have a record of 13-7-1-1. They are in second place in the North Division. In fact, with the victory, looks like they've now taken over first place with the Growlers loss. So the Norfolk Admirals from worst to first, as they're in first place in the North Division. They get a 4-1 victory over Trois-Rivières. South Carolina defeats the mighty Greenville Swamp Rabbits 2-1. It's Greenville's 5th loss this season. They are now 18-5. South Carolina goes to 14-7-2. Wheeling is a 4-1 winner over Indy. And yes, the former Grizzly forward Jordan Martell, the Rooster, got a power play goal in the third period. It was a power play goal. I imagine it was a one-timer from the left circle. That's where he scored a few as a member of the Grizzlies. Martell scored 11:46 in, and Wheeling scored 4 unanswered after Indy scored the first goal of the game. Former Idaho Steelhead Owen Hedrick also had a goal for the Wheeling Nailers. So the Nailers get a 4-1 victory over Indy. That game played at West Banco Arena. Florida defeats Orlando 4-1. And now games in progress. 3 minutes left in the third. Jacksonville leads Atlanta 3-2. Cincinnati is opening up a can of Skyline chili on Kalamazoo. It's 7-0. That game with 3 minutes left in regulation. Former Grizzly Luka Burzan did not play on Wednesday night. Burzan is in the lineup, and he scored Cincinnati's 7th goal. Cincinnati has goals from 7 different players as they lead Kalamazoo late in regulation, 7-0. Olaf Lindbaum started Wednesday's game. Cincinnati defeated Utah 5-2 on Wednesday. Lindbaum is pitching a shutout right now. He has stopped all 26 shots he has seen. That game with 3 minutes left in the third. Cyclones lead the Kalamazoo Wings 7-0. A game that just wrapped up, Toledo defeats Iowa 4-3. Former Grizzly goaltender Peyton Jones gets the loss. He stopped 27 of 31. Davis Kosh scored for Iowa in the third period. Kosh actually had 2 goals for Iowa, but it's just too much. Toledo Walleye, they get a 4-3 victory. That game has now gone final. As Toledo goes to 14-4-1-2, Iowa falls to 10-9-3-1. 4 minutes left in the second period. Allen leads Kansas City 3-0. Kobe McCauley has 2 goals, and William Provost has also found the back of the net for Allen. They originally gave the first goal of the game to Hank Crone, but they must have looked it over again and have since given it to McCauley, who now has 2 goals and a +2 rating on the night. And first intermission over at Idaho Central Arena. The Steelheads lead the rush 1-0. Ben Zalotti, who played in the preseason games against the Grizzlies, a defenseman. He was not there to start the regular season, but Ben Zalotti now has picked up his 2nd goal of the year. Willie Nerum and Ty Pelton-Bice with the assists. The Grizzlies will face Idaho twice next week, once in Boise on December 22nd, and then the Steelheads come to Maverick Center. It's the next Grizzlies home game. It's going to be Saturday, December 23rd, the final game before our Christmas break. Make sure you get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com to watch the best rivalry in the league, Grizzlies and the Steelheads, here at Maverick Center. So that's the ECHL scores. There are 6 NHL scores tonight. Let's see if we get an update on those. One game has gone final. The New York Rangers. Tim Broussard has to be happy about that. He's a Rangers fan. Rangers defeat the Ducks 5-1. Second intermission, Ottawa leads Dallas 4-3. No score after 1 period between the Sharks and Coyotes. Halfway through the third period, Nashville and Carolina are tied at 5. And halfway through the third period, Boston and the New York Islanders are tied at 3. When we come back in 2 minutes, we'll have third period action. We'll see if the Grizzlies have a comeback in them as they trail 4-1. I do think the Grizzlies are going to be on the power play, though, to start the third period, as it looked like a Comet picked up a penalty late in the second. It was Wedman. Wedman got a holding minor, 19:55 into the second period. So the Grizzlies will have the power play for the first minute and 55 seconds of the third. Can the power play end up generating a goal and getting the Grizzlies back in this one? We'll find out. Second period action will begin in 3 minutes on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
At Smith's, shop Kroger brand products for all of your favorite things this holiday season. Because our proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Smith's, fresh for every...
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Now we're about set to start the third period as Fort Wayne leads Utah 2-1 or 4-1. It's certainly been a big night for Xavier Cormier and Alexis Dahu. Both guys have 2 goals, 2 assists, a +4 rating. They've each taken 6 shots. Tyler Penner, the Grizzlies Iron Man, leads the way with 5 shots, and Penner has Utah's lone goal as he batted a puck about, I'd say, logo high in the front of the jersey past a sitting Tyler Parks. That's right, Parks was sitting when Penner batted it in the back of the net. Utah will be on the power play the first minute 55 of the third period. We'll see if the Grizzlies power play gets going. If you're late to the party tonight, Josh Wesley was recalled to the AHL's Colorado Eagles. Wesley on an AHL contract with Colorado this season. Grizz will be skating from right to left as we see it from Flow Sports. Cutler will take the draw. Burke is out there. Stapley, Mayhew, and Gallant. As Utah wins the draw, Mayhew back in front of Will Cranley, who's making his Grizzlies debut. He stopped 29 of 33. Mayhew drops it off as Cutler over to the right side. Stapley gains the line, drops off to his right. As Stapley gets pushed in the far corner, Cutler over there as well. Big scrum as the Komets push Gallant in the back. Stapley with the puck. He slides it towards Burke, who gets it up top to Mayhew. Mayhew skates towards his left. Now gets to Stapley. Stapley, right point. Surveys. Now he feeds to Burke. Burke, far goal line, skates towards Parks. Now he stops, gets it back to Stapley on the right side. Up top to Mayhew, back to Stapley. Stapley towards Burke. Burke drops it out in front looking for Cutler. Cutler hacks away, goes back to Burke, who's behind the net. Now Stapley over to Gallant. Now Mayhew, high slot. He feeds a right wing pass to Stapley. Stapley switches places with Mayhew. Mayhew gets a bouncing puck right point. Fires to the far goal line. Now right side one-timer goes wide. I think that shot was taken by Gallant. As Haas throws it around his net. As Fort Wayne skates towards the far corner, they get it and they chip it out. As Mayhew chases after it. As behind the net, Cranley drops off for Mayhew. Mayhew skates to center ice. Grizzlies made a change around him. Mayhew gains the line, skates to the right side, stops on the point, feeds it across to Raby. Raby centers it as backhand shot saved by Parks. And Parks covers up. Messner is net front, battling with Johnson. Now Johnson, 2-3 pushes on Messner as Messner is trying to redirect the Yoon shot. It was probably more of a centering pass than a shot. Yoon, as looks like when fans get shown, some places they chug beer. It looks like it turns into a kiss cam over in Fort Wayne. As Messner got pushed after the whistle, 18:35 left in the third. As there's about 30 seconds left in Utah's power play. Messner will take the face-off. He's out there with Hume, Raby, up top is Semick, and Mayhew. So it looks like 3 defensemen on this power play shift. As Messner crouches down low, to take the draw. Messner 11 points in his last 11 games. Face-off won by Fort Wayne as Jake Johnson throws to the far side. And the Komets clear it out. Semick gets it from Cranley. Semick wearing number 17 as he skates down the middle. Right wing pass connects. Grizzlies cross center. Yoon taps it in as the puck bounces to the far corner. As the Komets, they're not playing the Thunder. Komets cross center ice, 2-on-2. Left side, centering pass goes wide as Moisan ran into Cranley. Messner pushes him. Now Marcinkiewicz crosses center ice, left wing. He gains the line, left circle, lefty shot. Saved by Parks. Rebound out to the near side as Fort Wayne bounced it off of Yoon. Bouncing puck goes to the Komets. Matt Wedman skates around his net, fresh out of the penalty box as we're skating 5-on-5. Komets ice it as the linesman raises his right arm, and we'll go back towards Fort Wayne's net as Fort Wayne gets called for icing. The linesmen tonight are Chad Fuller and Christopher Williams. This looks like a good crowd. They already announced an attendance of 6,777, 6,777 on a Friday night. First of a 3-game set. Tomorrow night will be a 5:30 start, and Sunday will be at 3 p.m., so a different start time for each of the 3 games. Penner, the lone goal scorer tonight, wins the face-off from the far circle. Thomas moves it ahead down the middle. Karan swings and gets back checked. Wedman took it away. Matt Wedman crosses center ice. Now he gains the line left side, 1-on-3. Utah takes it away. Wedman tripped him up. No calls made as Penner gets hit. Fort Wayne's the puck pinballs in the left point. Grizzlies get it. Karan feeds it across. As Utah near side, Jordan Stone skates towards his right. He's at the Utah blue line. He'll throw a left wing pass off the screen. Now Aragon, left wing, looks to center it. It bounced off of Corcoran behind Fort Wayne's net. Utah chips it out front to Aragon, who hacks away. Parks makes the save, and Fort Wayne dives on Aragon, who was looking for that second chance. Parks has allowed a few rebounds here tonight. In fact, that might have been how Utah scored their goal late in the second period. Parks does catch with his right, but it does look like his glove can be a little bit shaky at times. So watch out for that as the weekend progresses. Draw's going to be in the Fort Wayne zone as Utah already putting together a few shots. I think they've already taken 8 shots. Well, let's see. Here they're up to 23 shots. Fort Wayne has taken 33. Looks like fans are doing the chicken dance. They must be playing that sort of music. Grizzlies, 5 shots here in the third. They had 18 through 2 periods. Grizzlies have taken the first 5 shots of this third period as they look to make a comeback. 17-11 left in the third as we believe the draw is going to be in the Fort Wayne zone. It's now second intermission over at Cable Dahmer Arena. Allen leads 3-0. We're back to live action. Komets win the draw, and they clear it out to center as Mayhew throws it back in as looks like we're skating 5-on-5. Deep in the Grizzlies zone near side. Quinn Wickers in his Utah debut skates, stops in the corner. Now he reverses back behind Cranley as he stations himself back deep along the boards. Grizzlies skate from right to left here in the third period. Right wing pass. Now Utah enters. Grizzlies skate towards the left circle. Stapley feeds it up top. It goes past Yoon and all the way towards Cranley. Cranley in the far circle. Fires an outlet pass left wing. Grizzlies making a line change. Don't accept it. And it looks like icing is on Utah. Probably smart for the Grizzlies, who are in the middle of a line change, to not accept the pass from Will Cranley, as they were probably, if somebody had played that puck, they'd be risking a penalty for too many men on the ice. So the draw is going to be in the Grizzlies zone near side. 16:31 left in the third. Sean Sidlowski is over on the right wing. Taking the draw is going to be Turlinden, Ture. He played his college hockey at Penn State. Grizz win the draw as they skate from right to left. Mayhew carries it to the Utah blue line. Now he crosses center ice. He gets hit as he was gaining the line. Dumped it to the corner. Cutler chases after it as Fort Wayne spins it towards the far side. Messner skates towards the right point, bounced it off a Comet, and it goes out to center ice. Grizz reset. Utah loses it, and now they deflect it out to center ice near the Utah bench area. Grizzlies bench on the near side, Komets on the far, as we see it on Flow Sports. As Martin Haas, who wasn't supposed to play, a late addition to the lineup, loses it. Grizzlies enter. Left wing, Messner shot, saved by Parks. He bobbled it for a second. Komets clear it out. That's that glove being a little bit shaky. It seems like he's had a tough time catching it. As Grizz move it ahead left side, it tapped off a Utah stick and flies out of play off the protective netting. 15:45 left in the third, and we'll see. That might have gotten tipped at neutral ice. We'll see where the faceoff's going to be here As Utah looking for a comeback, they scored one late in the second period by Tyler Penner. Let's take a look at how many goals that is for Penner in a Grizzlies uniform. He's appeared in every game, obviously, and that's his 27th goal in a Utah uniform. He had 13 2 years ago when the Grizzlies won the division title, 12 goals in 72 games last year, and obviously 2 here this season, 27 goals in a Utah uniform for Tyler Penner. Neutral zone draw won by the Grizzlies. They drive it in. Now Fort Wayne comes back the other way, 4.5 minutes into the third. Grizzlies back defensively as Fort Wayne enters. As they skate around their net, centering pass bounced off a Grizzly stick as the puck flies towards the near boards. Grizz get it and carry it out to center. Penner drives it in as Fort Wayne chases after it. Johnson collides with Caron near side. Fort Wayne backhands it to neutral ice. As the Komets, Jack Dugan backhands it to the left side. Komets enter. Right wing shot and a blocker saved by Cranley. Now left wing shot goes wide as the Grizzlies. The Komets right side keep the puck. As Gansky feeds to the right side. Now right wing righty shot is blocked by the Grizzlies in their stick. As Johnson around the net, picked off by Mayhew. Will throw an outlet pass to the right side. Grizz cross center. Fort Wayne pokes it away. As Grizz move it ahead, Raby left side enters the zone, drops it off for Mayhew. Mayhew fires towards the net. It's blocked by Fort Wayne. Stapley will skate back towards the near corner. Stapley wearing number 7. He's got 9 assists this month. Stapley feeds up top to Mayhew near the blue line. Make that Semic. He'll take a lefty shot and it's blocked. As puck to the far corner, Caron hustles after it. Now it's a 2-on-2 battle. Stapley in the area as well. Fort Wayne gets it. They move it ahead. Moisan lets it go as Grizzlies back in their own end. As Mayhew moves it ahead, Grizz get it to Cole Gallant. Gallant left wing pass to Burke, who enters. Burke gets pushed along the near boards. He keeps the puck. Now he feeds up top to Stone. Stone's shot is blocked. Now Fort Wayne crosses center ice as they get around Thomas. Great poke check by Corey Thomas. Or make that Nathan Burke. Burke with a great poke check. Fort Wayne still has it. Far circle. They skeet towards their right. Backhand shot is blocked away. Grizz moving out to center ice. Burke with a great poke check, or Fort Wayne could have had a good look on Cranley. Grizzlies enter from the right side and drive it off the backboards. Komets will throw a diagonal pass to the left. Fort Wayne crosses center, and they shovel it in. Puck glides towards the right corner, and it skips off the boards. Grizz skate from right to left as they cross center ice, and Utah got knocked down. Komets, Moisan got a stick held up by Thomas, as looks like the Komets have it. Cormier back in his own end, does a half circle. Now he lifts it ahead, looking for Wedman, picked off by Stone. Stone over to Thomas. Now back to Marcinkiewicz, who's over on the far side. Marcinkiewicz skates around Cranley's net. Grizz skate from right to left. Marcinkiewicz bounced it out to the left side for Aragon, but it bounced off his stick onto the Komets. Dahu with 2 goals and 2 assists tonight. Throw it to the far side. No, it goes back to Dahu, wearing number 37. He crosses center ice. Now he gains the line, skates towards the left circle. As he looked out in front, Dahu still with the puck because he'll fire a shot that's blocked. Marcinkiewicz turns it over. Slot, lefty shot is blocked away by Thomas. Now around Utah's net. Fort Wayne to the right side as they skate towards the right circle. Now they fire a righty shot saved by Cranley. Rebound. Penner does a great job skating towards the backboards with the puck. As the rebound went towards Penner, Aragon backhands it to center ice. Fort Wayne backpedals into their own end as Gansky delivers the left wing pass. Fort Wayne enters the zone. They skate towards the corner as Penner cuts off the Komets' pursuit. Now Fort Wayne around Utah's net as they skate towards the corner and lose it. Thomas battles with Moisan, who took it away, as make that Dahu. Dahu gets poked away by Stone. Far circle. Grizzlies center it in front of their net to Thomas, who gets it, and he lumbers out to center ice. Thomas will lift it high into the air. It bounces in the far corner of the Komet zone. Fort Wayne gathers it as Fort Wayne skating from left to right. Right wing pass connects. Corcoran gets the bouncing puck. He skates towards the right circle. Righty shot goes over Cranley and rolls along the far wing boards. Fort Wayne chases after it deep in their own end. 11:45 and counting left in the third. Everybody stops skating. As it looked like the momentum of the shot turned into an icing call. Draw comes back towards the Grizzlies zone. 11:45 and counting left in the third. Let's see. Is there a timeout? There is. We'll come back in 1 minute. Nobody has scored here so far in the third period. It's still Fort Wayne 4, Utah 1 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your red.
Minutes, 45 seconds left in the third period. As I'm hanging out at Maverick Center watching on a laptop screen. Grizzlies have outshot the Komets 6-3, but Fort Wayne still leads 4-1. Neither team scored a power play goal tonight. Utah is 0 for 2. Fort Wayne is 0 for 3. Attendance over at Memorial Coliseum, 6,777. Tyler Penner is Utah's lone goal. It's still listed as unassisted, 16:41 into the second. Xavier Cormier and Alexis Daku each have 2 goals and 2 assists. Draws in the Fort Wayne zone. As they win the faceoff, they ricocheted off the far boards. Komets 2-on-2 carried across center ice. Now left wing chip. Komets left side backhand shot. Saved by Cranley. He threw it off of Raby and Berglund, and then looked like Cranley was able to make the save. What an awkward-looking play. The shot was taken from the left side. Cranley tried to shovel it away from him. It bounced off either Raby or Berglund and went back towards Cranley, who was able to gather it with 11:33 left in the third. So Draws gave me the Grizzlies zone. That is Fort Wayne's 4th shot in the third period. As Utah looking for a comeback here, as Grizz are 2-6 in their last 8 games. Fort Wayne struggled a little bit. They've lost 6 of their last 7. Stapley will take the draw against Jack Dugan. As a draw won by the Grizz, Dugan battles, but it's Mayhew in the near corner dancing around deep in his own end. He throws to the right side. Fort Wayne gets it as Mayhew's pass was wide. Raby behind Utah's net kicks to the near corner. 2-on-2 battle. Stapley over there as well. Quinn Wickers joins the play, and he gets to Mayhew. Skates around Utah's net and taps it off the far wing boards. Bouncing puck. Fort Wayne moves it ahead. Komets skate in. Dugan with a hot pass that connects towards Volcan. Nolan Volcan bobbled it for a second, then regathers it. Now it goes back to the left point. Komets, lefty shot, saved by Cranley. He holds on with an even 11 minutes left in the third. All things considered, you think about how busy Will Cranley has been. He hasn't seen game action in quite a while. He played in 6 games with the Reading Royals, but it's been about a month since he's seen game action. It kind of looks like Cranley's been pretty good. You can tell by watching him that he's an athletic goaltender, 6'4", 190 pounds, moves pretty well. Second year of a 3-year NHL entry-level deal, 6th-round pick by the Blues back in 2020. Grizz win the face-off. Aragon dumps it in. Utah skating from right to left in the third period. As the Thunder, back in their own end, near side, Sidlowski feeds it across as Fort Wayne slices it towards Cranley. It bounced off of Jake Chisholm, number 82, as Grizz with a right wing pass. They're in Komets territory. They move it towards Aragon. Fort Wayne pokes it back ahead. Now it goes to Semick at the Utah blue line. Semick chips it across to Yoon. Yoon ahead as it bounced off a Grizzly stick. As skating back in is Chisholm. He'll skate towards the right side. Righty shot. Saved by Cranley. Rebound goes to Utah as Burke moves a right wing pass to Aragon, who crosses center ice. Aragon fires it in as it bounced off the end wall. Parks lets it go to Martin Haas. Haas was supposed to be a scratch, 6'4", 210 pounds, as I have his name scratched, but he's in there tonight. Thomas ahead to Raby, left point. Raby gets pushed and gets divorced in the puck as Haas will throw it back deeper in his own zone to Cameron Suprika, who's behind Fort Wayne's net. Now he skates down the middle as he's getting back checked by Karan. Karan drags him down. Suprika gets back to his feet, and they're going to call that a penalty on Karan. As Suprika was skating ahead down the middle, he got dragged by either Cutler or Cody Karan, and it's going to be a penalty. It was either 28 or 29. Either way, Fort Wayne's going to be on the power play. We'll come back in 1 minute. 9:48 left in the third period. It's the Komets 4 and the Grizzlies 1 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
At Smith's, shop Kroger brand products for all of your favorite things this holiday season. Because our proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Smith's, fresh for
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
4-1 Fort Wayne. Cody Caron gets 2 minutes for hooking. Time of penalty 10-12 into the third period. It's the fourth power play for Fort Wayne. Grizzlies penalty kill. It's probably been the best part of their game so far. 3 for 3 on the PK. As taking the draw is Matt Wedman, as he'll take the face-off for Fort Wayne wearing an orange jersey. They're actually going to wear interesting-looking specialty jerseys on Saturday nights. Wedman's been kicked out of the face-off circle at least 4 times tonight, all of that in the second period. As draw won by Fort Wayne. Left point, they feed it across to Jack Dugan. Dugan skates towards the right circle, throws it behind his back. High slot, righty shot is blocked away. I think that was taken by Sidlowski. As right side, Dugan, who's got 3 years of AHL experience, centers it off the Komets stick, and it goes towards the end wall. As Dugan battles with Utah, Grizz clear it out. Good job by the Grizz clearing it out. Looking for Dugan. As Fort Wayne with an outlet pass to center ice. Parks has 2 assists this season, including 1 tonight. Far side, Thunder and Komets in the corner. For some reason, I want to call them the Thunder tonight. As Fort Wayne gets it to the left point, as they feed it across. Corcoran over to Dugan. Dugan fires towards the net. Rebound, shot, and a score. As Dugan got to Wedman. Wedman, as he was falling down, got it past Will Cranley. And this baby's in the refrigerator. It's now 5-1 as Fort Wayne gets a power play goal. As Matt Wedman, he's done just about as much tonight as Cormier and Dahu. As Wedman high-fives everybody on their bench. He's a +4 this evening. It's a power play goal. And this one, unfortunately, has gotten away from the Grizzlies again. Komets, 5 goals on 40 shots as they lead 5-1. Wedman was out in front of the net as the shot, it was more of a pass than a shot, slid towards Wedman. Wedman got it, and then as he was falling down, got it past Cranley. So Dugan fired towards the net. It was definitely a pass to Wedman, and Wedman was able to connect towards the back of the net. So it's 5-1 Komets, 8:50 left in the third, as Fort Wayne will cross center ice skating from left to right. Grizzlies poke it back to center, and now it goes into the Komet zone. Somebody off the screen has it. Well, everybody stopped skating. Puck must have gone out of play. 8:43 left in the third, and I think for the Grizzlies, they've done some soul shirt searching. It might have been an offside call. As Utah, as we know, have been a pretty good team at Maverick Center. For whatever reason, just haven't found a way early in games to get a lead on the road. As Penner will take the face-off for Utah against Jack Gorniak. Gorniak 2 points this season. As Penner, as Utah's lone goal tonight, his second of the season, 27th in a Grizzlies uniform. Penner wins the draw. Jacob Semick will slide it across to Yoon. Back to Semick, the Arizona State product, who moves it off the near wing boards towards Penner. It goes past him. Raby chases after it in the near corner as he slides it around. Caron over in the far corner gets engulfed by Noah Gansky, who's 6'7" and 209 pounds. Grizzlies come out of the pile with a puck, high slot. Yoon, righty shot, saved by Parks. Rebound goes to Fort Wayne as they carry it out of the zone. That could have been a hook. Let's see if it gets called. Left side. Komets throw it to the right. Righty shot, saved by Cranley. It looked like as Fort Wayne was carrying it out of the zone, they got hooked a little bit. I'm not sure if the call was made as Fort Wayne eventually took a shot from the right side that Cranley makes the save on. Festive crowd over there. It's the holiday season. I still got to do a little bit of Christmas shopping. I'm probably going to get that done next week. It's a busy weekend for the Grizzlies. As luckily for Utah, it looked like they didn't make that hooking call. We're going to skate 5-on-5. Draw's going to be in the near circle of Utah's zone. As 8:11 left in the third, Utah wins the faceoff. They get pushed towards the corner. Burke gets held up as his stick gets lifted. Now Mayhew takes it. He carries it across center ice. Mayhew chips a left wing pass. It connects Stapley over to Burke. Left wing, lefty shot saved by Parks. Fort Wayne gets it in the near corner. Grizzlies retreat defensively as they get around Stapley. Now they throw it towards the far side. Pass doesn't connect. Mayhew gets it towards the Utah blue line. Left wing pass towards Stapley. He gets to Burke, who enters the zone, and he'll tap it off the end wall as Johnson bouncing off a Grizzly. It goes back to the Komets, who lift it high into the air. It bounces at the center ice logo. Gathering it is Linden. He dumps it in as Grizz towards the near side. Will chip it back to Stapley. Stapley throws a blue line to blue line pass, and it goes in deep to the Komets zone as Parks to the near side. Will tap it off the end boards around his net. Fort Wayne with an outlet pass to center, picked off by Utah, throws it back in. I think that was Stone. As Fort Wayne rolls it along the far side, it goes back to center ice. As Stone gets hit, Fort Wayne took it away from him. Komets skeet towards the left circle, take a lefty shot. Saved by Cranley. Puck ends up at the side of the net, and Cranley covers up. As Fort Wayne with a pretty good look as it bounced off a Stone to center ice, and Fort Wayne got around him and had a pretty good look in the left circle. It's Komets 5, Grizzlies 1, 7:05 left in the third. Pretty good crowd on a Friday night, and I imagine they're going to have over 7,000 tomorrow evening. Don't forget, it's going to be a slightly different start time, 5:30. I think the faceoff might be around 5:35, though, but they listed at 5:30 in the Mountain Time Zone, 7:30 locally in Fort Wayne. Draw is going to be in the far circle. Taking it is Nolan Volcan. Actually, Volcan's going to skate towards the left circle, and Cutler's going to take the faceoff for Utah. I think Carl Berglund is taking the draw for Fort Wayne. Grizzlies win it. Brian Yoon lifts it high into the air, and it bounces in Komets territory. It looked like a hand pass, and the whistle blows, and that's exactly what's called. And now there's some pushing and shoving after the whistle, as there's 6:57 left in the third. Fans start to get excited, as now some fans intently looking towards the ice, as some youngsters in attendance look on. But there must be something interesting going on that's taken some of the attention from the fans, as some of them got to their feet. I guess you got to be there to figure out what's happening after the whistle. 6:57 left in the third. Fans having a good time, and the Komets have a 5-1 lead. It's really been three Komets in particular who have had outstanding nights. As 2 goals and 2 assists from Xavier Cormier. Now the draw is going to be at neutral ice. I think it was just offside was the call. Grizzlies drive it back in. Fort Wayne near corner. Messner delivers a hit as the Komets carry it out to center ice. Right wing pass connects as Fort Wayne skeets towards the near circle. Backhand shot, and they fanned on the shot. Cranley dives. We get a whistle, and I think we're going to get a penalty. Hooking's the call. I think it might be on the Grizzlies. They were trailing the play. Fort Wayne was skating in with some speed. They're pretty good in the transition game. It does look like a Grizzlies penalty, as either Cron or Cutler are going to the box. We got a folded-up jersey. It's Brandon Cutler, who's going to serve 2 minutes. 6:40 left in the third. Fort Wayne leads 5-1. And, hey, my bad on the jinx. I was talking about how good the Grizzlies penalty kill had been all night, and then Fort Wayne got that power play goal that was scored by Wedman, with Corcoran and Dugan getting the assists. Pretty good game for Matt Wedman. He has 1 goal, 2 assists, a +4 rating, 3 shots, 2 penalty minutes. That was a good penalty by Cutler, as the centering pass to Carl Berglund connected, and Cranley was diving. Otherwise, it would have been 6-1. Good job by Cutler. You don't like to take a penalty. Obviously, that's a good one. Live action, left point, shot is blocked away on a one-timer, is actually from the left circle. Sidlowski feeds it across left circle, righty shot. That one goes wide. Grizzlies, I think, got a stick in the way. Sidlowski throws behind the net as Moisan throws to the left side. Righty shot goes wide. Sidlowski right side has it just outside the circle. Sidlowski throws to the right circle as Fort Wayne. Moisan, now make that Chisholm. Chisholm around Utah's net. Jake Chisholm, 1 goal this season, feeds up top. Now it goes to Sidlowski right side. Righty shot is blocked by Stone. Komets chip it over to the left side. They regather it after bobbling it for a second as Fort Wayne backhands it to Sidlowski. High slot, righty shot, saved by Cranley. Fort Wayne gets it. Now back to the left side. Fort Wayne, left circle. They skeet towards their right and drop it off. Komets, left circle, as they feed it up top for Dahu. Dahu has it poked away. It goes to center ice. Komets have to reset. Dahu feeds it across. It's now to the left side. Komets re-enter. As they're on a power play right now. Komets, 1 power play goal tonight. They wrap it around the boards towards the near side. Sidlowski will fire it off a Grizzly. Near corner. Stone gets pushed. Penner in the area as he throws it past Sidlowski, who gets the bouncing puck in the right point. Sidlowski gets around Penner. Now he chips it across. It bounced off a Grizzly. Now left side shot. Saved by Cranley. Rebound goes towards the far side as Thomas delivers a hit. Komets can get the bouncing puck as it skips towards the near circle of Fort Wayne zone. They reset. Jake Johnson hustles after it. He drops it off late in the power play. Komets make a line change as Gansky crosses center ice, drops it off. 4.5 minutes left in the third. Fort Wayne leads 5-1. As Cormier dances around the right side, he feeds it to the near goal line. Now Fort Wayne gets it to the right side. One-timer's blocked, and the momentum goes out to center ice as Messner trying to find the puck. It's at his ankle. He tried an outlet pass, but it's taken away by Suprika. Fort Wayne throws to the left side. I think the penalty kill is over for Utah as Cutler, fresh out of the box, crosses center ice. Cutler skates towards the left side, feeds it across. One-timer, and a score! Mick Messner gets his 8th of the year as Cutler fired from the left side onto Messner, and Messner with a one-timer from the right finds the back of the net. As Mick Messner gets his 8th of the year, the assists go to Brandon Cutler, who gets his 9th helper of the season. It's now a 5-2 game. As Cutler having some words for the Komets as Grizzlies back on the board with 4:17 left in the third. Cutler slid it across to Messner. Messner with a one-timer that got past Tyler Parks. As Mick Messner stays hot offensively, he now has 12 points, 8 goals and 4 assists in his last 12 games, with this being the 12th game. As a draw won by the Komets, as Martin Haas will tap it to the near side as Jack Dugan tried to dump it in. It just got to the Utah blue line. Stapley collides with Dugan, but moves it ahead to Burke, who gets spun around but throws it in. As the Komets near corner get pushed, Burke gets pushed along the glass by Linden as it's 5-2, less than 3 minutes left in the third period, or less than 4 minutes left. As 3:50 and counting, Stapley battles in the near corner with Corcoran. Both guys wear number 7 as Corcoran throws it back to Haas, who spins it to the far side. Both teams hustle after it as Grizz chip it towards the end wall. Utah feeds it out in front, bounced off of Parks. Now play still going on as Yoon, near side in the corner, he throws it back up top. As Semick across to the right side, Burke will tap it around the wall. Aragon behind the net, cuts it off. He gets pushed by Corcoran as Aragon continuing to hold his feet. As Stapley in the area trying to hack it away along with the Komets. As Fort Wayne will chip it ahead, right point, bouncing puck. Yoon will bounce it off. Burke battles, but Fort Wayne gets it. They skate around Burke. 3-on-2, they cross center ice. Great poke check by Brian Yoon. Komets regather and dump it in. As Cranley back to Yoon. 3 minutes and counting left in the third. It's 5-2 Komets. As Burke gets it poked away. Fort Wayne, far goal line, center it. Centering pass connects. Lefty shot saved by Cranley. Rebound goes to Raby. Raby around Utah's net towards the far side as he gets to neutralize and lose the puck. Fort Wayne fires it back in. Far corner, Yoon hustles after it. He gets blasted as Grizz towards Raby. He gets pushed in the point. Now puck glides towards the slot. Penner moves it ahead as Burke crosses center and he dumps it in. As now Karam chases after it. It goes back to Fort Wayne, who chips it off the near wing boards. It bounced off the linesman, stays in. Penner left point, or left circle shot. Shot is blocked by Gansky. As now it's on the right side. Fort Wayne will lift it out as it goes to the Utah blue line. As Grizzlies debut, Quinn Wickers has the puck. He'll throw a left wing pass off the near boards near the Grizzlies bench. Utah taps it in as Fort Wayne around their net. Gets it to Bernard and make that Matt Wedman. Wedman gets to center ice. He gets held up, drops it off. Less than 2 minutes left as Wedman gets double teamed and gets dragged to the ice. As Wedman wanted a penalty, doesn't look like there's one to be had. Right wing pass, Grizzlies enter as they fire towards Parks. Parks makes a save. Rebound to the near corner. And now it goes to Saprika, throws it back to the corner that's vacated. Marcinkiewicz gets pushed along the boards. 1.5 minutes left in the third, 5-2 Komets. As Fort Wayne wins the battle for the puck, they throw it in front of their own net. Saprika gathers it. He'll feed a far wing pass as the puck goes back to center ice. Fort Wayne crosses the red line and drives it to the near corner. Puck rolls towards Cranley behind his net. He feeds to the near side. Right point, keeping it in is Gansky. As hot pass wasn't connected to Sidlowski, who gets hit by Thomas. As Fort Wayne around their net to the far side. As they lead 5-2. Left point, they slide it across. Gansky tries to get around a Grizzly and Gallant. Gansky drops it off. Right side, shot is wide. That was taken by Doc, who's on hat trick watch. As far side, Fort Wayne gets dragged down. 52 seconds left in the third as Utah taps out the far boards. Komets still in the attack zone. Left point, lefty shot. Saved by Cranley. He holds on. 46 seconds left in the third. According to the score bug, Fort Wayne is up to 45 shots. Grizzlies have taken 28. So Cranley so far has stopped 40 of 45 in his Grizzlies debut. And Tyler Parks has saved 26 of 28. So it looks like it's going to be a Fort Wayne victory tonight. Brett Brochu is the backup goaltender. We'll probably see him later this week. Brochu has played in 6 games this year and has a record of 3-2-1. Draws in the far circle. Fort Wayne wins it. They're in the attack zone as they roll behind the net. Morgan Adams Moisan has it. He skates towards the right point, drops it off for Haas, who gets hit by Thomas. Utah gets the puck as Burke throws a right wing pass to center ice, and it connects. Semick gains the line, right side, backhand shot goes wide. As now the puck bounces to the right point. Grizzlies get it. They fire towards the net. That's blocked by Fort Wayne. 20 seconds left as Moisan throws it around his net towards the far side. Thunder rim it back to center ice. Sidlowski skates near his bench, crosses center, and lightly taps it in. 10 seconds left. Semick glides over there. He gets the puck as he'll skate towards Cranley and behind his net and watch his time run out, and that'll do it. Fort Wayne wins 5-2 as Xavier Cormier and Alexis Dahu each had 2 goals and 1 assist. And Matt Wedman had 1 goal and 2 assists. All 3 of those players had a +4 rating. Grizzlies got goals from Mick Messner. He got a third period goal, and Tyler Penner, who was the Optum first goal of the game scorer, he tallied 1 late in the second period. For Messner, he now has 12 points in his last 12 games. And for Tyler Penner, it's his second goal of the season, and he now has 27 as a member of the Grizzlies. And for Fort Wayne, you could say they won 1 for Michael Franke as they show the banner. The Komets team president and co-owner passed away as everybody on Fort Wayne holds their stick probably about the area where Franke's banner is holding, as an emotional night over in Fort Wayne as they win 1 for their owner, Michael Franke, who passed away on December 10th at the age of 63. Final score from Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, it's the Komets 5 and the Utah Grizzlies 2. Post-game show starts in 30 seconds on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Fort Wayne defeats Utah 5-2. Now on the Messner goal that was scored 15:43 into the third, they gave an assist to Quinn Wickers. He made his Grizzlies debut tonight. Wickers with an assist in his Grizzlies debut, and he was even in the plus-minus category. Let's get to the scoring as Fort Wayne took a 1-0 lead, 1:45 into the contest. Alexis Dahu got his 8th of the season with Cormier, and Cameron Suprika gave the assist. Suprika took the shot from the high slot, bounced off of Will Cranley, and Dahu was able to get the rebound and put it away. Later on in the first period, Cormier found the back of the net for the first time this season with Matt Wedman, and Dahu getting the assist. That was 13:02 in to make it a 2-0 game. Fort Wayne led 2-0 after 1 period. They outshot the Grizzlies 15-8. Fort Wayne extended the lead as Cormier got a second of the game, 11:43 in, with Dahu and Wedman getting the assist. Grizzlies got on the board 16:41 in as Tyler Penner got a second of the year as the original shot was taken from the left side, bounced off of Tyler Park. Puck lifted in the air and about logo high on the chest of the jersey. Tyler Penner just batted it past a sitting Tyler Parks. He was literally sitting on the ice. And he got past Parks and into the back of the net. Fort Wayne was probably arguing that was played with a high stick, but it looked like a good call where we were watching. Penner got a second of the year. It's unassisted. 16:41 into the second. Penner is the Optum first goal of the game scorer. Dahu got a second of the game with 59 seconds left in the second period with Cormier, and the goaltender, Tyler Parks, getting the assist as Dahu got a one-timer from the far circle. Fort Wayne led 4-1 after 2 periods. Komets had an 18-10 shot edge in the second period. In the third frame, Fort Wayne had 12 shots to the Grizzlies' 10. Wedman got his 10th of the season. It was a power play goal with Corcoran and Dugan getting the assist. As Dugan was in the right circle, and he just fed a pass to Wedman, and Wedman was in front of the net. And as Wedman was falling down, he got it past Will Cranley. Grizz got on the board as Brandon Cutler was in the left circle, fed it across to Mick Messner, and Messner connected on a one-timer for his 8th of the year. Quinn Wickers also with an assist in his Grizzlies debut. It's his first point in a Utah uniform and first point overall this season. He was scoreless in 3 games with Wheeling earlier this year. So that was all she wrote for the scoring. Fort Wayne getting the victory 5-2, as it was an emotional night over in Fort Wayne as they were honoring their president and co-owner, Michael Franke, who passed away on December 10th at the age of 63. Will Cranley made his Grizzlies debut. He was very busy in net. He stopped 40 of 45. Tyler Parks got the victory for Fort Wayne. His record goes to 6-4-0-2 on the season. He saved 26 of 28. Fort Wayne was 1 for 5 on the power play. Grizzlies were 0 for 2. Attendance tonight was 6,777. So it's just one of those things. Grizzlies still looking for their first road victory of the year. They are now 2-7 in their last 9 games and 0-8 away from Maverick Center. Utah's 8-13 overall, and we'll see if they can get a victory tomorrow night. As pregame coverage will begin about let's say 5:20. Face off. They announced it at 5:30 in the Mountain Time Zone, 7:30 locally. They'll probably actually drop the puck 35 after the hour. In terms of shots tonight, Mick Messner led the way with 7, including 1 goal. Tyler Penner had 5 shots. Patrick Marcinkiewicz had 4 shots. Well, he must have taken a few off the screen. I didn't see him taking 4, but he must have taken a couple of those shots that we didn't get to see. And unfortunately, once again, another prayer unanswered with the camera feed. And we apologize if you're trying to view the game on YouTube. We couldn't be as specific with names and things like that as we'd like to be. 2 shots for Brian Yoon and Nathan Burke. Then a bunch of Grizzlies had 1 shot on goal. For Fort Wayne, it was a very balanced attack in terms of shots, except for it was really dominated by 3 guys. Dahu had 9 shots. So really, that sentence made no sense. We'll just rewind the tape. Dahu led the way with 9 shots, including 2 goals. Cormier had 2 goals on 7 shots. Sean Sidlowski was left off the score sheet, but he had 6 shots on goal for the Komets. Matt Wedman had 1 goal on 3 shots tonight. Wedman turned out to be a +3 as he was on the ice when Messner scored in the 3rd period. So Dahu was a +4. Looked like Cormier. It was a +4 going into the 3rd period. He ended the night as a +3, as well as Matt Wedman. Martin Haas was a +2 for the Komets. He wasn't projected to be in the lineup. I had him down as a scratch, but it looked like he ended up making an appearance for the Komets tonight. And, just one of those things that, as we mentioned before, in home games, Grizzlies have done a good job getting on the board first, playing with the lead. And even if they don't score first, they usually find a way to answer. That's really been the difference between the home and road games. Utah has had a lead 8 times in 13 games after 2 periods. And, first periods at home, the Grizzlies have had a lead 5 times. On the road, Grizzlies have not led after either the first or second period. They've trailed 4 times, and now it's 5 after tonight, after 1 period, and 7 times of the 8 road games they've trailed after 2. The other one, the Grizzlies were tied after 2 periods. I think that was against Iowa, the first road game of the season, if I remember right. Just one of those things that I think we know, the Grizzlies are capable of being a pretty good team. We've seen it at Maverick Center. Just haven't had it translate to the road as of yet. And the schedule doesn't get any easier. Fort Wayne hasn't played since December 10th. It's our first game in 5 nights tonight. And so even though everybody's going to be pretty tired come Sunday, 3rd game in less than 48 hours, Grizzlies did have that game on Wednesday in Cincinnati. Had to bus over to Fort Wayne. I'm not sure when they bussed over there, whether it was after Wednesday's game or if they did so on Thursday. But you're talking about, both teams going to be pretty fatigued on Sunday, but the Grizzlies, with it being the 4th game in 5 days, might have just that little extra bout of fatigue with them. If you joined us late, the news earlier today, Grizzlies captain and defenseman Josh Wesley was recalled to the AHL's Colorado Eagles. So he'll be playing for the Eagles. He's got an AHL contract, which he signed before the season, and he's got over 160 games of AHL experience. And so we'll be rooting for Josh Wesley in a Colorado Eagles uniform, and so probably make his Eagles debut sometime this weekend, hopefully. And then the other news, obviously, the two Grizzlies players making their debuts. Will Cranley stopping 40 of 45. And Quinn Wickers, who picked up an assist in the third period. He made his Grizzlies debut tonight wearing number 12. And, Wickers looks like he's going to be a keeper. He's somebody that, you give him a couple weeks. He's going to, as he was the last couple years with Rapid City, he was one of their most dependable defensemen. I think he's going to be a pretty dependable defenseman here tonight. I mean, he was, I think he was about an even in the plus-minus category tonight in a game Utah lost by 3. In fact, Wickers was an even on the plus-minus category. So you can say he played a pretty solid game. It might not necessarily show up on the stat sheet, but we see that every year with a couple defensemen where the contributions they make, you won't see it on a piece of paper, but you know it when you see it. And Quinn Wickers, I think, is one of those defensemen. The more Grizzlies fans see him, the more they're going to like. Wickers and the rest of the Grizzlies will return to Mavericks Center on Saturday, December 23rd, but Utah's got 3 more road games, including tomorrow night. 5:20 pregame show, 5:35 face-off. And then Sunday afternoon is going to be at 3 o'clock. The Grizzlies road trip continues next Friday as they take on the Idaho Steelheads at Idaho Central Arena. Face-off for that game will be at 7:10. And then the Grizzlies return home for the final game before the Christmas break, 7:10 face-off. Hope to see you at Mavericks Center. Get your tickets at UtahGrizzlies.com. 3 stars of the game. Well, it's pretty obvious who they were. In what order? Let's see. Matt Wedman is the number 3 star for Fort Wayne. He had 1 goal, 2 assists. He was a +3. He had 3 shots. He was all over the place for the Komets. And number 67, Matt Wedman, is the 3rd star. Alexis Dahu, 2 goals, 2 assists, a +4. He had 9 shots. He was everywhere. He's the number 2 star. And Xavier Cormier. Cormier did end up getting the game winner, which was scored 11:43 into the second. Cormier, 2 goals, 2 assists, a +3, 7 shots. That might have made the difference. Cormier getting the game winner might have made the difference in him getting that first star over Dahu. Even if Utah didn't score in the third period and the final was 5-1, Cormier still would have got the game winners. He had the Komets' second and third goals of the night. So that's the 3 stars of the game. They still haven't got a length of the game as to how long it lasted. The attendance tonight is 6,777. Well, that'll wrap things up as we're hanging out in the Grizz Cave. Utah is just the struggles on the road continue. Unfortunately, the record falls to 8-13. Fort Wayne gets the victory. Their record is now 10-8-1-2 on the season, and they're a 500 team at home with a record of 5-5-1-1. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast, but not necessarily the final outcome. As once again, in front of a crowd of 6,777, the Fort Wayne Komets defeat the Utah Grizzlies 5-2. Hope to talk to you tomorrow night. 5:20 pregame show, 5:30 face-off. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is.